roller dash, fuck a ice grill. Flood another nigga block off a White Hill. Spin your block, 100 shots, that's a light drill. Plugged on the trillion watch, check my light bill. He thought he had a pint of wok, bought some NyQuil. Flood another nigga block off a White Hill. Spin your block, 100 shots, that's a light drill. Plug on the trillion watts, skid it. Block feel like my wheel. Pay the highs, nigga pull up with the right peel. Brody tripped over some blues and like 5 seals. Bring them through shit, just make sure that the pint's real. Pirates in the big, spinning up the heart. Me and Jack in the digs with 300 lures. 600 R's in the hair, your confetti wop. Made it 4 quarters, had to hit him with the ready rock. Splash it with the cold water, that's a belly flop. Crack the Rex, had to whip it in a jelly jar. Put the bricks in the trunk, then we trail a car. Tell girlie follow that cab, it got dope in it. I'm like Kobe with the 8 if it's bold business. Cook a whole situation, 24 minutes. Chain heavy as my bed, quarter brick of glass. Quick to burn the turnpike with a brick and a half. Bust down, roller dash, fuck a ice grill. Flood another nigga block off a White Hill. Spin your block, 100 shots, that's a light drill. Plugged on the trillion watch, check my light bill. He thought he had a pint of wok, bought some NyQuil. Flood another nigga block off a White Hill. Spin your block, 100 shots, that's a light drill. Plug on the trillion watts.
Keep it 100 like a tenth of a bird, that's my word. Restoration, hardware in the crib, playing the curb, bought the furniture. Who, what, when? I never heard of ya. You're a soft nigga, make believing you're a murderer. I'm a gangster, pretending I'm not one. But truth be told, y'all niggas can still catch a hot one. I came up with criminals, killers, and krill servers. Diamond cover bracelets, crushed in and concealed burners. Everything I spit is facts. 20 years back, me and Stacks was up in Uncle Jack's, eating off packs. Did it all from the lax to the axe, to the Beamers, to the Benz. Made a lot of money, lost a couple friends, but for the most part, I'm good with everybody I knew. Sometimes communication dwindles, cause the way that we grew, that's just life shit. Now we back on some gun and knife shit, playing defense, cause predators be on the night shift.
Bust down, roller dash, fuck a ice grill. Flood another nigga block off a White Hill. Spin your block, 100 shots, that's a light drill. Plugged on the trillion watch, check my light bill. He thought he had a pint of wok, bought some NyQuil. Flood another nigga block off a White Hill. Spin your block, 100 shots, that's a light drill. Plug on the trillion watts, skid it.
Yeah, bitch.
Isaac, shut the hell up. Damn.
You ain't gonna see me.
These racists know names, ball on them, whole game, ball on them till they see the flow paint. Buckets from the corner, suckers wanted nothing but some swagger. They can jacket, kinda pass it. Moose, they was tracking mooses on my polo jacket.
Fuck those, man. We can bet whatever.
They was asses stab me like a dagger. Bitches, I ain't want them. I just had to have them. Still pumping packages. Models in them actresses. They just be for sale like the mattresses. And I'm really just a classy bitch. Need a sassy bitch. But they flagrant, never wanna say it. They don't wanna hear it. I'ma probably save it. She don't gotta shave it.
We rolling up, right? Miss gonna say, damn, I ain't smoked in a minute. I said, well, bitch, make that too. Whoop, none for you.
A lot of black kids fatherless cause they mama just wanna prove a point. We was smoking joints, getting high as fuck. Ops riding up, we was strapped for protection. I was Santa with the cannons, lost her soul when she moved to Atlanta, moved back. I can't even manage, lowered all the standards. Never knew the answer, never finna get it. And them other niggas never really with me. Hundreds in the 50s, St. Greg.
You ain't gonna see me.
Say less when you pillow talking, sucker ass nigga. I was fast fishing on the Dreamcast. Where your team at? Pay to play the game, shaped like a beanbag. Bitch nigga, know I mean that.
And screw you cats that's in the rap business. Keep my name out your mouth, for you get smacked in it.
Check it. Hey yo, I wrote this in a taxi, going over the bridge, looking at the city, thinking to myself, I'm the king of this. I watch guys try to rise and falsify images, but they came and died, and still my vibe limitless. They impotent, I'm potent. Divide, don't stash the quotient, the flow, the hoes quoting. The one who really got the shit in motion. Game sick and need Motrin. Pull up with the dope potion, rub it on your skin like lotion. You spent your life loafing, screen stuck on loading while I unloaded and still hold another one to bust your nose bridge. Only goat shit, Holy Ghost with the devil horns through the halo poking. Keep the ghetto J-Lo choke soaking. The Sultan, the low jacket, Moleskin. You rappity rap swagless niggas bring no hoes in. My heart froze like ice cold wind. Me and so was cool before, but now I don't know them. Fuck it, no combo unless you got a budget. If not, then I'm reluctant. You had better luck kicking the bucket. You want dust.
All right, folks. Let me switch over to the main window, set our background music, and we're gonna get started. Hold tight.
You ain't talking bucks, then I dub it. Started off as a face in the crowd, then I had to become it. Leveled up and I ain't backing down from nothing. On the level you niggas can't fuck with. If you ain't talking bucks, then I dub it. Started off as a face in the crowd, then I
Thanks, man. Hold on, I gotta get the right window up. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see if I got that right here. All right, there we go. Stand by, let me go ahead and get this up, and I'll set the music. Picks up Moon Knight 1985. All right, let's see. All right, bring that to a stop. Let's go to the... where is it at? Hold on, I thought I had it. Headband. Here we go. All right, I think that's sufficient background chat. Let's go ahead and get started. What's up, everybody? This is Jay, a.k.a. Hum Along If You Can't Sing Along. And this is Humcast number 152 for the 7th of May, 2026. It's been about a month and a half since I did a live stream. Just life stuff going on. Positive stuff. But I just had an itch to stream here lately. And I've been working on a couple of projects that I think that people might find of interest. With regard to the Shannon and Rev, or if you will, the Revanny lolcow sector, I decided to build an AI module similar to the one that I built for Emo Howling Wolf. And I'd like to show a couple of videos that were made from it and kind of give a background on how it works and what it does. So give me 1 second here. So the program that we used to make this... Actually, no, I kind of jumped the gun there. Announcements. There are none. I just hope everybody's been doing well. I'm shaking off the dust, but I think I got it right now. So yeah, here in the last few months, I've been having a lot of fun with different AI applications and agents. And one in particular that I've had a lot of fun with is NotebookLM. It's a service from Google. I think anybody can use it. Disclaimer, I'm not in any way affiliated with Google. I don't get anything for promoting NotebookLM. I've just found it to be a very useful app. And you might remember from past streams, we actually did one on Emo Howling Wolf as well. And it looked pretty good. So what I've done here, I'm going to bring up this. So using NotebookLM, the first thing that you would normally do to get all of your sources compiled is that you can add a whole litany of stuff. What I did was there are... I can just point now. Several streams that post a pretty large amount of Shannon and Rev content, including live streams, commentary videos, what's the word I'm looking for? Critical videos, there we go. About these two and the life that they've had since they became chronically online about 2014. So before we get to that, let me just hop into the chat and say what's up to everybody. Big up Moon Knight 1985. I'm with you on that. Emo streams are going to come back. A lot of people are asking for them. So I think I'm definitely going to do one, possibly as the next stream. And who knows, like maybe we can get to some of that stuff while we're on this as well. We're always able to pivot pretty well. So compiling all this information together, you can output the data in a vast number of formats. You can make compile documents, like here where I'm asking for criticism about G-Man, who's a prominent character in that vortex. You can create videos, you can create audio discussions, quizzes, flashcards, infographics. As you see, the list goes on and on. What I did to get started with all this is I've created a video series called Revanny, and the aim was to create a series of bite-sized videos that anybody could use to sort of come up to speed with what's going on in that world. So if you will humor me, we're going to go and take a look at the first one. I've got 3 that are posted so far. What we'll do is we'll watch these in order, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. After this, we've got a really good audio discussion between 2 AI robots that kind of breaks things down even further. So without further ado, this first one's going to be a primer to the Shannon and Rev drama, kind of get everybody familiar with it. Let me cut down the background music just a smidge. Okay, there we go. All right, so this was made with NotebookLM. Let's get started.
For years, there's been this corner of the internet just absolutely captivated by a story that, well, it completely blurs the line between reality TV, real-life tragedy, and some kind of bizarre performance art. We're talking about the saga of Shannon and Rev, and let me tell you, it is one of the most raw and complicated rabbit holes you can find online. So what is it really? And what on earth keeps thousands of people watching? Let's unpack the lore. This single quote, this one contradictory, whiplash-inducing statement from Rev, one of the main figures, it perfectly captures the essence of this entire story. This is a world of just raw, intense emotion, immediately followed by a complete, disorienting reversal. 1 second, a relationship is over. The next, it was a joke. That right there, that's the chaotic energy we're going to be exploring. All right, so to make any sense of this chaos, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we're going to look at what people...
No, we're going to do a quick pivot. I understand that Shannon is live. Give me 1 second. We're going to take a look at her her current despair, and then we'll come back to this. Good timing. Okay, stand up there. Well, hopefully she's still going. Nope. Didn't work. Okay. So she's not going to be online right now. All right, let me pull this back a bit, and let's keep going.
Whiplash-inducing statement from Rev, one of the main figures, it perfectly captures the essence of this entire story. This is a world of just raw, intense emotion, immediately followed by a complete, disorienting reversal.
It does.
1 second, a relationship is over. The next, it was a joke. That right there, that's the chaotic energy we're going to be exploring. All right, so to make any sense of this chaos, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we're going to look at what people call the internet train wreck phenomenon itself. Then we'll meet the people at the center of it all, Shannon and Rev, and decode their almost predictable cycle of conflict. We'll also meet the entire universe of supporting characters they've pulled into their orbit. And finally, we'll ask that really big question. What does our fascination with all this say about us? Okay, first things first, we need to understand the world this story actually lives in. Because this isn't just some personal drama playing out online, it's part of a very specific subculture built around what some people call internet train wrecks. You see this quote from a viewer, it just gets right to the heart of the appeal, doesn't it? It's not always pleasant to watch, but for so many, it's just impossible to look away. And that feeling, that gruesome fascination, is what has fueled this massive community of commentators and speculators for years and years. So to really understand this world, you need to know a key piece of internet slang, lolcow. Now, it's a pretty controversial term, but it describes people who broadcast their often chaotic lives, and in doing so, they attract this whole ecosystem of viewers who watch, document, and often ridicule their behavior. In the eyes of this community, Shannon and Rev are prime examples. And look, this is not a new thing. Shannon and Rev have been putting their lives online for the better part of a decade. But what's really crucial to get here is that the audience isn't just passively watching, no way. They are actively shaping the narrative through donations, through comments, and by creating their own content about the content. They literally become part of the story. So now that we have the context, let's actually meet the two people at the absolute center of this storm, Shanny and Rev. The online community has pretty much cast them in these two main roles. On one side, you have Shanny, who is seen as the performer. She's known for these dramatic live streams and is often accused of manipulation. On the other side is Rev, whose real name is Jason. He's framed as the enabler. He's an admitted alcoholic who has for a long time funded their lifestyle and is seen by pretty much everyone as being deeply codependent. This quote from a longtime commentator really highlights the community's view of Shanny. The argument basically is that her core personality hasn't really changed over the years, just her circumstances. This idea of a consistent, unchanging character is a huge part of the saga's lore. And for Rev, this analysis gets at the community's main theory about their relationship dynamic. The narrative you'll hear is that he was uniquely vulnerable when he met Shawnee, and that their bond is built on this really complex, almost maternal kind of dependency. For a lot of viewers, this is the key to understanding why he stayed in the situation for so long. Now, this really complex dynamic, it doesn't just move in a straight line. Not at all. It's a loop. It's a predictable cycle of chaos, collapse, and reconciliation that has become their absolute signature. This timeline just gives you a sense of the sheer longevity here. I mean, this whole thing stretches from Shanny's early days in online debate circles all the way to meeting Rev around 2019, and then through multiple eras, from infamous events like the Colorado trip to periods of intense live-stream domestic fights, and more recently, their struggles with homelessness. It has been a long and incredibly public journey. And that journey, it pretty much always follows this very specific cycle. Step 1, a public live-streamed meltdown. This is usually followed by Step 2, streams where they ask for money. Then comes Step 3, a brief tearful reconciliation. After that, Step 4, they unite to blame the online community, the trolls, for all their problems. And then, you guessed it, Step 5, the cycle repeats. But here's the thing. This cycle of chaos doesn't just happen in a vacuum. To really truly grasp the saga, you have to understand that it is so much bigger than just two people. It is an entire universe of characters. What is so important to understand is that the lore isn't just created by Shanny and Rev. It's actually co-created by this huge cast of supporting characters who just kind of drift in and out of their lives. And maybe most importantly, it's curated by dozens of YouTube reaction channels that archive, dissect, and broadcast commentary on their every single move. And I mean, look at this list. This is just a tiny sample of how deep the roster goes. You've got former friends who become enemies. You've got larger YouTubers who bring in whole new audiences, dedicated lore keepers who track the history, and even family members who get pulled right into the drama. Every single person adds a new layer, complicating the narrative and just totally blurring the lines of who's a performer and who's an observer. So what does this all mean? In this final section, we're going to turn the lens around. Beyond all the drama and the characters, what does this whole saga reflect about the internet and maybe about ourselves? To understand the audience's deep investment.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Kristen. I made these knowing that they'd be kind of silly. You can choose different templates whenever you're having to generate videos for you. And I tried a few different ones. I thought the anime would be a funny contrast to just how weird and occasionally how awful these two people are. You'll see more examples of that as we move along.
We need this term, parasocial relationship. It basically describes that one-sided bond where viewers start to feel like they truly know Shanny and Rev on a personal level. And that feeling explains the intense reactions, the sympathy, the anger, and even that desire to step in and intervene in their lives. This quote right here, it captures a central tension. Do Shanny and Rev even understand the nature of their own celebrity? The argument from a lot of observers is a hard no, that they confuse being infamous with being famous, and they don't realize that so much of the attention they get is ridicule, not adoration. And all of this leads to the one fundamental question that the community has been debating for years. Is this all just an act? Are Shanny and Rev calculated performers who knowingly manipulate an audience for money? Or are they genuine victims?
Yes, they are.
Victims of addiction, mental illness, and an internet culture that rewards and exploits public meltdowns. The truth is, you can argue it both ways, and people do, passionately. The case for them being performers, it's strong. They directly monetize all this chaos, and their whole cycle seems perfectly designed to get donations. But the case for them being victims is just as compelling. Their struggles with addiction and poverty are undeniably real, and they exist in an online ecosystem that actively rewards this exact kind of public spectacle. And so we end by turning that look.
Oh, we actually made a notebook on Emo Howling Wolf as well, and I made some videos based upon that. So we might take a look at that after we take a look at these, just for a little variety in the show and what bring that back, and to show what NotebookLM can do, incidentally.
Looking glass around. The saga of Shanny and Rev is this vortex of mental health, poverty, addiction, and the really thorny ethics of online entertainment. But maybe, just maybe, the most uncomfortable question it raises isn't about them at all. It's about the audience. What does our own gruesome fascination with a never-ending train wreck really say about us?
I think that a really good point was brought up there at the end, something that like all of us can take into consideration if we follow any lolcow or lolcow content out there. I know the question she asked was rhetorical. I don't think it automatically makes somebody weird or strange or mentally off to watch this stuff. I found that in most lolcow communities and vortexes, if you will, let me get the second one up here real quick before we start. I found that a lot of lolcow communities contain really cool people, like centered folks, regular day-to-day people that you would hang out with in real life if they were close to you, and some really good communities sprout out of that. You're always going to have an offshoot of people who are incredibly obsessed, touch the poop, and try to insert themselves into the lore itself. I don't believe in that. Each of the videos that I make, I put a disclaimer in there stating that nobody should engage or harass these folks in any way. And I stand by that. So yeah, I find it interesting that the videos don't just simply tell us about the drama, give us a highlight, but it asks really good questions about the relationship between the audience and the people that they're following. So with that in mind, this is the number 2. Going to give a good picture of how their descent came from greatness to nothingness. And let me share one tidbit with you. These two had $750,000 that Jason, or Rev, the guy in this situation, was willed by his mother. They blew that money in under 3 years. He also had a $250,000 line of credit. So ultimately, they burned through $1 million in under 3 years. They're currently homeless. It's crazy.
Map out one of the most complex, chaotic, and frankly, just unbelievable sagas in internet history. I'm talking about the descent of Shanny and Rev. Now, if you've been following the breadcrumbs left by various reaction channels, you already know this story is a total labyrinth. We're talking deleted live streams, constant drama, and a genuinely staggering loss of wealth. But you might be wondering, why does this matter to you? Well, it's a stark, real-time look into how quickly online echo chambers, completely unregulated broadcasting, and untreated issues can unravel real lives. It's watching stability transform into utter chaos right in front of a live audience. So let's map these characters out chronologically and use the facts to understand exactly how they ended up where they are today. Here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll meet Shanny and Rev. 2. 2018, The Union. 3. 2019, The Gloomman Era. 4. 2020, Chaos and Arrests. 5. The Homeless Era. And finally, 6. The minor characters. All right, section 1. Meet Shanny and Rev. Let's get right into it. First up, we have Shanny, who's widely known online as Shanny for Christ. Her background is basically a maze of contradictions and sudden drastic shifts. Believe it or not, she actually started her online presence as a staunch atheist debater before entirely pivoting her persona. But behind the screen, the source documents reveal her personal life was incredibly turbulent. She's a mother of 2, but tragically, she lost custody to Child Protective Services on multiple occasions. Online, though, she built this massive reputation for highly volatile behavior. She thrives on explosive arguments, creating these deep rifts in communities and generating endless stream drama that basically became the hallmark of her digital footprint. And then on the flip side of this dynamic, we have Rev, also known as Revelation News, or simply Jason. His background is a profound contrast to Shanny's. Following his mother's passing, Rev inherited a massive sum of wealth. We are talking $700,000 in liquid cash, plus 2 fully paid off houses. Yet despite this sudden, overwhelming financial stability, he lived a remarkably isolated existence. He had literally no prior romantic relationships to speak of. Crucially, and this is documented repeatedly throughout the primary sources, he struggles with a severe, untreated alcohol dependency. So right from the start, we have two incredibly different individuals bringing
Oh, there we go. I was muted. Shani has used Rev's alcoholism to her advantage. It's widely believed by many that she kept him in a state of wet brain, if you will, to try to take advantage, spend this money, and make decisions that were in her best interest, even if they were not in the best interest of Rev.
vastly different resources, histories, and traumas straight to the table.
Lewis!
Moving right along to
Big Lewis, what's up, my brother? How are you, man?
Section 2, 2018, the Union. Okay, so let's jump back to the period just before 2018. Shani was deeply entrenched in various online debate communities. I mean, spending hours every single day broadcasting. Then, in early 2018, her life shifted dramatically when she broke up with her then partner, Chris. By mid-2018, having increasingly connected with Rev through...
Chris is her ex-husband and also the father of her children. I like to point out that in this ensuing madness, Child Protective Services had taken away her children from her. And she's never getting them back. I think both of them are adults now, but I throw that just little mention out there to give you an idea of just how fucking crazy all of this is.
Through their shared online circles and live streams, she decides to leave her previous life completely behind. Rev officially moves her into one of his newly inherited houses. Effectively, they merge their isolated online worlds into a shared physical reality. Now, real quick, before we completely leave the events of 2018, we absolutely have to talk about Chris, Shani's ex-husband. He's a vital piece of this puzzle. According to the archives, he married her specifically to help provide a stable environment so she could regain custody of her kids. He worked constantly, taking on the whole financial burden to support them while she stayed home. However, his involvement in the lore ends abruptly, and pretty violently. There was a highly volatile physical altercation where Shani allegedly pushed Chris's brother straight through a sliding glass window. This chaotic, violent exit is precisely what pushed Shani out of her previous marriage and directly into Rev's orbit.
All right, Section 3, 2019, the G-Man era.
So now we're in 2019.
Speaking of G-Man, I have officially challenged G-Man to a rap battle. He calls himself a Christian. He's a hypocrite. I'm an atheist, so I thought it would be fun to frame it in a Christian versus atheist rap battle. Whether or not he decides to do it is up to him. In either case, I'm going to put out about a minute and a half brief set of bars that I've got that I'm sitting on that I like to put out on him. So let's see if it actually happens.
And the newly formed living situation rapidly deteriorates as their private lives become, well, increasingly public. In early 2019, another prominent online personality, Grayman, moves into the house, supposedly under the guise of assisting with renovations. But by mid-2019, the constant proximity and non-stop broadcasting cause tensions to absolutely boil over. This results in Grayman being aggressively and famously evicted by Shani on a live stream in front of hundreds of viewers. By late 2019, this immense environmental stress begins to fracture Shani and Rev's own relationship, peaking with Rev publicly snapping on camera about her relentless behavior. So, who exactly is G-Man? He's a really crucial supporting character here, and understanding his involvement is key. He's a Christian YouTuber who acted as both a temporary...
Kristen, G-Man is just one of the many characters that inhabits Shani and Rev's universe, or Revanny for short. He's a central figure in that he has been in their orbit pretty much off and on for the last, what is this, 2016? About 10 years. As it stands currently, with Shani and Rev being homeless and living in a tent somewhere in Scranton, he's been periodically streaming out there. So I will be making a video coming up with this through the same series that's going to give us a deep dive. So any of the names that you hear in this are involved in the Revanny universe, for sure.
Housemate and, eventually, a deeply reluctant antagonist. His frequent, intense clashes with Shani provided hours of heavily archived content that basically fueled the reaction community for months. Today, as noted in the sources, he maintains a fragile treaty with the couple. It's essentially an unspoken digital agreement to stop publicly attacking each other in their respective broadcasts.
Next up, Section 4, 2020, chaos and arrests.
And trust me, it gets dark here. With the house now empty of guests, 2020 arrives, and a rapid sequence of truly disastrous decisions unfold. In February 2020, facing dwindling funds as the inheritance begins to evaporate, they attempt to launch an OnlyFans account. As you might guess, it is immediate.
Y'all, this OnlyFans account, I'll give you this information. Shani weighs about 400 plus. Rev looks like he just came out of like a hunger strike in prison. He is a tiny man. They created 2 OnlyFans videos that basically subjected them to an immense wave of derision and never did anything beneficial for them except make them look like a completely embarrassing set of money-hungry assholes.
Immediately and widely mocked by their online community. By mid-2020, things take a very dark criminal turn. Rev actually commits a hit and run, striking a parked car with a child inside at a local school and fleeing the scene. The legal consequences inevitably arrive in late 2020, resulting in Shani's second arrest and Rev being charged with assaulting a police officer who was dispatched to enforce an order of protection. Which brings us to Section 5, the homeless era. Look at this contrast. It is honestly staggering, and it serves as a sobering reminder of how fast immense assets can just evaporate without intervention, financial literacy, or sobriety. In 2018, remember, they sat on $700,000, 2 houses, and total financial stability. Present day, they are entirely unhoused.
2 paid-for houses, mind you. No mortgage, no rent. 750 grand liquid cash, an inheritance that Jason's mother left him with the hopes that he would use it, invest it properly, and live a slightly better life. That would have been enough for them to put it into a series of investments that would have given them more than enough money to live off of every year, especially considering they only had 1 car payment. What's that? 1 car payment, utilities, insurance, phone bill, home internet bill, groceries, and medical care. That's all that they would have to pay for. Instead, they just blew it on bullshit.
They were recently kicked out of the local CIC shelter, and they are surviving solely by begging viewers for donations. It is a precipitous, devastating fall. It really highlights the intense danger of isolating yourself within a digital echo chamber while completely ignoring real-world consequences. Now, you might be wondering, how does the very last of that massive inheritance just vanish? Well, the chronological archives reveal that by 2021, the remnants of Rev's cash inheritance were completely drained, spent entirely on hotel rooms, legal fees, and impulsive purchases.
There's a very famous video. We might actually watch it because it makes me laugh. We'll watch parts of it. Where they get evicted. And a place that they have out in Colorado at the time, they moved there because weed was legal. That was their excuse. They tried not to pay money as part of the COVID, rent moratorium that they had, where it was decided that people could not get kicked out for back payment of rent just because A, it's COVID, and B, so many people lost their jobs. So they were 3 months behind, and like everything that they do, they decided to stream the moment they received an eviction notice. We may take a look at that actually in parts so you can get an idea of just how dramatic and weird and unstable they are.
In 2022, Rev's Uncle Tommy briefly took them in to provide a safety net.
Yeah, so what they did was packed up what they could in the Dodge Durango that they had, drove all the way back to Scranton because Jason's uncle, Tommy I think is his name, gave them basically a free fucking house that they then proceeded to absolutely trash and ruin. I'll give you an example. Shani was so obese and so lazy, the downstairs bathroom did not work. They kept a bucket in there that she would occasionally do her business in. Jason had to wipe her ass and dump the bucket himself. I am not making this up.
But he officially evicted them once he realized the vast wealth was entirely gone and their chaotic, broadcasted lifestyle hadn't changed one bit. Today, they wander the streets of Pennsylvania, continuously getting banned and kicked out of local community shelters. So what does their day-to-day actually look like now? Their daily survival relies on a highly precarious day-to-day digital system. They heavily rely on their remaining online audience to crowdfund simple things. We're talking a pizza, a soda, or a cheap motel room for the night. When that funding fails, they've literally been documented using local hospital ER waiting rooms just to stay warm. And all the while, they continue to broadcast severe, toxic public arguments on live streams to thousands of onlookers. In fact, this absolute insistence on streaming every single moment of their lives, combined with public intoxication, is exactly what got them formally banned from local aid facilities like the CIC shelter.
All right, Section 6, minor characters.
You literally cannot have a saga this massive without a whole sprawling cast of secondary characters who have enabled, observed, or been victimized by the couple. We already mentioned Uncle Tommy, who briefly provided housing before the eviction. But then there's Nadia. Archived streams and documents reveal Rev was secretly funding her highly expensive New York City rent and limo rides out of his initial inheritance. He was quietly bleeding his funds dry without Shani even knowing. Finally, there's...
He got catfished, and it won't be the last time that he got catfished. Oh, I didn't mean to put catch name on there. There we go.
Anna. She was a longtime viewer who engaged in highly inappropriate email exchanges with Rev. Those eventually leaked, of course, sparking massive on-stream jealousy and explosive physical fights with Shani. And of course, we have to talk about the reaction channels. They have essentially become the dedicated archivists and historians of this internet lore. They're the real Greek chorus of this story. Phil's lobotomy meticulously downloads and saves their live streams and legal documents before Shani and Rev can sober up and delete them. They basically act as the community's primary record keeper.
Shout out Phil's
BGTV
lobotomy.
provides real-time commentary, breaking down their live arguments, confronting their behavior, and directly challenging their narratives. And Loudmouth Hussy reacts to the ongoing drama, routinely hosting massive panel discussions to try and make some sense of the couple's daily chaotic updates. There was a moment recently that perfectly captured the sentiment of this entire observer community. It happened during a broadcast on BGTV. Speaking directly to Shani, a commentator noted, and I quote, "He literally comes online to beg for food and soda. You absorbed every single dime this guy has." It's harsh, for sure, but it's a deeply observational truth that echoes the profound frustration of nearly everyone watching this unfold over the last several years. So all of this leaves us with one final, really provocative question. After losing nearly $1 million in assets, burning bridges with family members, facing arrests, and finding themselves wandering the streets with absolutely nothing but a smartphone to broadcast their misery, is there a bottom to this downward spiral? Or will the cycle of toxicity and online enablement just continue to spin? That's all for today's Explainer. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Awesome. We got one more of these videos to show, and then we'll dive into this notebook a bit. Like I mentioned, I actually have a notebook I made on Emo Howling Wolf, and since people in the chat are asking to see some emo content, we may pivot over to that in lieu of the UK cow thing. That might be fun. We'll see. Okay, so number 3, called Shinokio's Nose Grows. This is a video that's going to list and debunk a lot of the big, tall tales that she has given over the years.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a truly fascinating phenomenon that's been documented over several years of internet history. In this explainer, which we're calling Shinokio's Nose Grows, the many tall tales of Shani, we're going to examine this wild web of deception spun by a creator known simply as Shani. But you know, this isn't just a story about someone telling tall tales. It's actually a really brilliant case study on how a dedicated community can operate as a massive real-time fact-checking engine, meticulously keeping the receipts. So grab your notebooks because we are about to unravel a very tangled web. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the myth of Shani, then look at Tale 1, the ex-husband, Tale 2, losing custody, Tale 3, MK Ultra claims, Tale 4, the shelter eviction, and finally, how the internet keeps receipts. Part 1, the myth of Shani, an unreliable narrator. To really understand this whole saga, we have to recognize the core dynamic at play here. Basically, we have an unreliable narrator broadcasting to an audience that acts as this relentless reality check. And this dynamic, it spans a really long time. We start way back in her early YouTube days around 2014 and 2015, moving into some intense ex-husband drama in 2018, progressing through custody issues and some incredibly bizarre claims in 2019 and 2020, right up to the present-day shelter evictions. It's an extensive, chronological history of claims and, well, immediate counterclaims. Moving on to Part 2, Tale 1, the ex-husband and the stolen goods myth. Now, what's really interesting to look at here is how this all kicked off.
Back during a 2018 fundraiser stream hosted by another creator named Glenneman, Shanny laid out this harrowing story. She claimed her ex-husband Chris literally stole everything of value. We're talking every...
White Brown Recluse says that MK Ultra is his favorite entry in the Mortal Kombat series.
Thing from PlayStations to pots and pans, bleached her clothes, and left the family with absolutely nothing. But the community completely dismantled this narrative. The reality, which the audience and various sources dug up, was that Chris had actually raised the kids for 6 years, Shanny was the one who had been unfaithful, and, incredibly, her own mother later admitted on record that the initial claims were just lies told to take her daughter's side.
We actually have a direct response from Chris himself, preserved by commentary channels, specifically Cecil McFly, who definitely deserves credit for keeping this receipt. Chris pushed back heartbreakingly against her whole narrative. He stated, "For the last 6 years of my life, those boys I gave everything for. She lost her mind, tried to kill herself in front of her boys." It's heavy stuff, but archive channels ensured that his side of the story...
She was known for, or she is known for, these overly dramatic, narcissistic, borderline personality disorder breakdowns. She broke down multiple times in front of her children, which led to one of her children needing psychiatric care. It's that crazy, sadly.
wasn't just erased from the internet. And the absolutely crucial point here is the timeline. It took 3 entire years for the audience to wait for the truth to officially come out regarding those sweeping lies told on Glimmin's stream. 3 years! It just goes to show the incredible patience and the long-term archival memory of this internet community. All right, part 3, tale 2, losing custody, disability versus neglect. This moves us into a highly sensitive era where Shanny attempted to completely rewrite the history of why she lost
Indeed.
custody
Shout
of her
out
children.
Cecil McFly.
Her documented claim was that she was disabled, that the family made this peaceful, voluntary decision to put the kids in foster care for their own good. And of course, she blamed internet trolls for turning her son against her. But the audience's reality? Well, it points to a December 2019.
And I think this is something we can all relate to if you follow lolcows in any capacity. Any bad thing that happens because of their own doing, blame the trolls. The trolls got us evicted. The trolls made it so that we couldn't have jobs. The trolls doxed our location, even though we filmed everything that we do, and it was the filming that caused the phone booking to happen. So in that regard, it's the same song and dance as far as what they claim and what really went on. They are the architects of their own misery and their own failure.
Eviction by police force, prior arrests, and a living situation described in the sources as a house of squalor filled with alleged neglect. It's a jarring contrast. And this brilliantly illustrates how everyday community members basically became independent investigative journalists. You had chat user Conio calling out the massive contradiction of her claiming the kids went on vacation one moment versus sacrificing them the next. You had user Ambulance Girl bringing severe medical realities into the chat, specifically regarding her partner Rev's condition, which really poked holes in their story. And once again, Cecil McFly came through by tracking down the actual official December 2019 police eviction docket to definitively prove they were removed by authorities. Part 4, Tale 3,
Here we go.
MK Ultra claims, the grand delusions. Okay, so the narrative then shifts away from domestic disputes straight into the climax of absurdity, claims of being involved in global conspiracies. Shanny actually began claiming she was abducted by the MK Ultra program during her New York modeling days and subjected to satanic rituals. No joke. And the audience firmly and immediately rejected these wild claims. They called them out right away for what they were, completely fabricated stories that were stealing valor from actual trauma victims. A panelist on Blazin' Banter perfectly showcased the raw, visceral pushback from other creators in the space. They pointed out the fact that she's so open and just willing to tell everyone what happened and that it was a satanic ritual just goes to show you how crazy she truly is. The argument being, genuine victims rarely broadcast cinematic, movie plot claims so openly. The community viewed this as a clear indicator of a fabricated narrative designed entirely for attention. Part 5, Tale 4, The Shelter Eviction, Pizza and Trolls. Let's move to the most recent chronological event and see how this builds. This is the chaotic eviction from a homeless shelter. We see a very familiar pattern playing out step by step. Step 1, the sources indicate that Shanny and her partner Rev got intoxicated on Fireball whiskey and literally live streamed from inside the facility. Step 2, I'm
going to paint the scene real quick so that you can visualize it. They are already homeless. They're at the CIC shelter in Scranton, which lets you, I believe, stay inside of there during the day. They provide meals, so it's truly a shelter, a refuge before you have to go out and brave the night. These two decided to order pizza, get drunk, and stream the whole thing, which led to them being kicked out. Of course, they blame the shelter and say that everyone over there is a piece of shit, and they look down on homeless people. They don't just bite the hand that feeds them, they rip it right the fuck off the arm.
Naturally get kicked out for blatantly violating the shelter's strict rules. Then, step 3, the spin cycle begins. They jump online and tell the internet they were only evicted because malicious trolls called the shelter, and that their only crime was innocently buying pizza for the lobby. But this time, the pushback happens instantly. One live chat viewer immediately dropped the exact timestamp, 16:30, from Shanny's own previous live stream. Think about that. The audience literally used the creator's own broadcasted video as irrefutable real-time proof of intoxication and rule violations. Needless to say, the pizza narrative didn't stand a chance. Part 6. The internet keeps receipts. Written in
Amen.
ink. So when we step back and look at all these chronological events, a much larger lesson emerges about internet permanence. The whole ecosystem of the Shannyverse operates as a massive, decentralized fact-checking engine. You've got commentary channels acting as digital librarians, archiving deleted streams and pulling public court dockets. You have everyday live chat viewers acting as real-time analysts, cross-referencing contradictory statements the very second they are spoken. And former allies like G-Man, who will expose private text messages the moment public narratives change. The takeaway? Nothing is truly deleted. Which leaves us with a pretty provocative thought to conclude our explainer today. Will the cycle of these tall tales ever truly end? Or is the audience just permanently bound to be the ultimate lie detector in this digital age? It's something to think about. Thank you so much for joining me for this structured dive into the source material. Keep your eyes sharp, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.
Awesome. So yeah, those are the 3 videos that I've made so far. I'm going to get back to NotebookLM for a minute. I was discussing. NotebookLM is a Google app, like I mentioned. I'm in no way affiliated with Google. Where you can add a litany of sources to build a notebook, a learning module, as it is in AI parlance. I decided to add as many of the major channels that provide coverage, and here's a partial list of the people that are involved in that. Taking the entirety of their content and dumping it into the model, and then having it digest that information and bring it up to the surface is something that that makes sense to us. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. You can make videos like the ones that we just were showing. You can create infographics, data tables. You can even create quizzes on the lore. One of the features they have is you can create an audio discussion between 2 people, quote unquote, about some aspect of the Lord. And we've done one regarding the money that they blew. So I'm going to let this play, and we'll talk about it a bit as it goes along.
They cycle through condemned motels.
Come on. If it wants to play.
Battering angle.
It's highlight reel, basically.
Exactly. You point to it and say, there it is. That is their life. Or, well, at least the life they want us to see.
It is deeply comforting to categorize people that way. We instinctively want human beings.
While this is playing the audio discussion, I'm going to pop a few questions into the chat just to see what it says.
Behave completely on fire is a good way to put it.
Okay, let's unpack this. We are looking at a digital landscape that is unfiltered in the most profound and disturbing way possible. Today,
We should set expectations right away for you listening. This is not a standard true crime mystery.
Yeah, definitely not. There's no whodunit here.
Right. Instead, we have this chaotic, exhaustively documented transcripts, commentary videos, and archived live streams.
And this spans from roughly 2018 all the way to the present day, right? Early 2026.
Exactly. And they did not just post occasional updates. They streamed their lives for hours on.
She weighs her words between 540 and 547. Wow.
On end every single day.
Wow.
Leaving a real-time record of their descent.
And that is the part I find so difficult to reconcile. Because, you know, the personal dirt, the arguments, the literal squalor, none of this was hacked.
No, it was completely voluntary.
Right. It was not leaked by malicious third parties. It was willingly broadcast from their own webcams.
Which is mind-boggling.
It really is. So we are going to construct a...
Hey, Sonic Jaden, what's happening? Thank you for that. You are improving the AI overlords, yet we're putting them to work for us and the weird subjects that we cover.
Clear timeline out of this chaos today. We will cite documented examples of the abuse in this relationship and try to paint a picture of the reality they built together.
And destroyed together.
Right. But before we get to the literal frozen alleyway in Scranton, Pennsylvania, where the story currently rests, we have to look at the ingredients of this disaster. Like, who were these people before they collided?
Well, let's start with Shanny. Her background is a study in contrasting narratives.
Okay.
Before Revan entered the picture, Shanny was married to a man named Chris, and they had 2 young boys together. Now, if your only source of information was Shanny's own live streams, you would hear a terrifying story.
She claims her ex-husband was an absolute monster.
Yes. She paints a picture of total victimization. She states that he left her with absolutely nothing, stole all the electronics, the furniture, the children's games.
She even said he maliciously bleached her clothes out of spite.
Exactly, which sounds horrific.
Oh, absolutely. If that were the established fact, you would immediately understand a lot of her trauma. But the source material...
See, I'm going to ask it just some pointed questions as we listen, and I'll leave the responses up on the screen for us to read.
It provides a very different perspective, doesn't it?
It does, and it comes from a surprisingly intimate source.
Her own mother.
Yes. Shanny's own mother publicly came forward online to refute her daughter's claims.
Wow.
Yeah, that's worth mentioning too. Both her mother and her father, rest in peace to both, made their own videos shattering so much of the bullshit that Shanny had put out about them. What does that tell you?
That is a huge step for a parent to take.
It is. And it wasn't just a minor disagreement over details either. Her mother stated unequivocally that Chris was a good father who was trying his absolute best to hold the family together.
So what was the real issue then?
The core issue, according to her mother, was that Shanny simply refused to participate in her own life. She allegedly would not work, and worse, she would lay in bed for months at a time.
Just completely checking out.
Completely. Absolutely refusing to engage in parenting or basic daily functioning.
20 grand.
We have to pause on the details of that era because they are harrowing. It is not just a case of severe depression or lethargy. The sources document a specific, highly traumatic incident where Shanny discovered her ex-husband had cheated on her.
Right.
And her reaction to that betrayal escalated far beyond anger.
She attempted suicide. And she did it right in front of her own children.
Which is just, I mean, the psychological impact on those young boys is devastating.
She was subsequently jailed for this incident too. Her mother specifically noted that Shanny's youngest son rarely, if ever, smiled around her. He was deeply traumatized by his mother's profound instability.
And it wasn't just self-directed harm either. The sources highlight documented claims of outward physical aggression.
There was an incident where Shanny was forcibly removed from her parents' home by the police.
And she actually admits in one of her own streams to pushing her father.
She tries to minimize it, of course, saying he was coming at her and she just pushed him, but it establishes a clear baseline.
Right. Before Rev ever enters the picture, there is a documented history of escalating emotional distress into physical violence. It really acts like an anti-resume.
An anti-resume. That is an interesting way to frame it. You know what I mean?
Well, think about how people normally behave online.
Sure.
Even if your life is falling apart, you try to project competence. You curate a resume of your best traits.
Sure. You want to look into the world.
Exactly. But Shanny does the inverse. She actively curates a highlight reel of her most shameful, volatile moments. But rather than expressing remorse, she demands pity for the situations she engineered.
That is a very precise psychological observation. She weaponizes her own dysfunction to demand accommodation from the world.
Yes.
And when you take that specific mechanism, that anti-resume, and introduce it to the other half of this equation, the results are catastrophic.
Which brings us to Rev, whose real name is Jason. If Shanny was a chaotic, aggressive force, Rev was essentially a blank slate.
And a highly sheltered blank slate, according to the lore.
Deeply sheltered.
The sources indicate he lived in his childhood home well into adulthood, heavily influenced by a mother with fanatical religious beliefs.
Right. And he was allegedly a virgin well into his 30s, completely isolated from the realities of it.
He slept in bed with his mother until he was a teenager, so just putting that out there.
Adult relationship.
Exactly. He had no experience with the negotiations and the boundaries required in adult dating. He had no framework for what a healthy partnership looked like.
But the crucial factor here is that he wasn't just naive. He was incredibly well-resourced.
Very much so.
Rev came into this relationship with a massive inheritance. The sources detail 2 houses in cash totaling around $700,000.
And he had a completely clean slate of credit.
So you have a man with 0 real-world experience, 0 ability to set interpersonal boundaries, and nearly $1 million in liquid and hard assets.
It is the perfect storm. You have one person who operates entirely on unchecked impulse and demands constant gratification, meeting a person who has infinite resources but no psychological defenses.
And when they combine their lives in 2018, the ensuing phase is what the archive essentially categorizes as the honeymoon phase and financial annihilation.
The sheer velocity of that financial burnout is difficult to comprehend.
They move to a state where marijuana is legal right.
Yes. And they proceed to blow through that massive $700,000 inheritance. And not only that, they rack up an additional $250,000 in credit card debt.
Wait, so almost $1 million gone. I really want to break down the mechanics of this, because how does a couple burn through...
Yeah, Kristen says Norman Bates vibes. I totally believe that.
through almost $1 million in roughly a year without acquiring a single tangible asset.
It is wild.
Right, like they didn't buy a yacht or a luxury car or real estate, they just spent it. Is this a symptom of their specific mental health struggles or just profound financial illiteracy paired with addiction?
I would say it is a profound example of both. The transcripts show an endless stream of impulsive spending on high-end weed, constant food delivery, and just pure unchecked consumerism.
Just throwing money into a void.
Exactly. But there is a darker psychological layer to this phase too. Rev struggled with a severe alcohol addiction.
Right.
And according to the lore, Shanny forced him to quit drinking cold turkey.
Which is medically terrifying. I mean, alcohol withdrawal is one of the few withdrawals that can literally kill you through seizures or delirium tremens.
Exactly. It requires medical supervision. Forcing someone to do it cold turkey is incredibly dangerous, and it left Rev deeply impaired.
So he was just suffering through that.
During this time as mentally diminished, perpetually in a fog. He was physically and neurologically recovering from severe addiction without medical support.
Which makes him even more susceptible to Shanny's complete takeover of his finances.
Precisely. And while the bank accounts are draining, they're still trying to play the role of internet benefactors.
Oh yeah, the G-Man situation.
Yes. That dynamic is perfectly encapsulated in the G-Man eviction drama from January 2019.
So G-Man was another internet personality operating in their orbit, right?
Right. Shanny and Rev briefly subsidized his life. They had him living in Rev's former childhood house under the guise of renovating it.
They were paying his phone bills, essentially throwing Rev's inheritance at him to maintain this illusion of power and influence.
But the illusion fractures very quickly, and we have the audio of how it ends.
And it is intense. Shanny live streams herself screaming at Demon. And I don't use the word screaming lightly here.
No, it is visceral.
It is an unhinged, throat-tearing shriek over petty cash disputes, an incredibly bizarre, hyper-niche internet drama regarding a Jesus impersonator.
Yes. A dispute over a Jesus impersonator.
It is so surreal. She is violently evicting this man, and Rev is just sitting there in the background. It's his childhood home, his money, but he seems entirely too impaired or broken down to even participate.
That stream is a vital piece of the timeline, though. It is the moment the facade totally drops.
Because the money is running out.
Right. The stress of the dwindling funds acts as a pressure cooker, and the verbal abuse begins to escalate into physical violence. This culminates on May 15th, 2019.
This is a major turning point in the documentation. On May 15th, Shanny is arrested for physically assaulting Rev.
And this isn't just internet rumor or hearsay.
No, there is a literal court record. She pleaded guilty to third-degree assault, received a deferred sentence, was fined around $2,000, and bonded out.
She physically battered the man who was funding her entire existence. And yet Rev stays, he bonds her out. He remains in the...
You know how there are two people in the world? They may normally be regular people, or they're straight-headed, you know, clear-headed, kind of managing their life, but when they're paired with just that other person, it becomes like a pit of toxicity. Shanny's borderline personality disorder. Rev never had a girlfriend or relationship before they got together. Shanny effectively showed up at his doorstep with their two children, wanting to come inside. So this is what happens. I had a prior partner who had BPD, and I can speak from experience that it is not a pretty time.
She is violently evicting this man, and Rev is just sitting there in the background. It's his childhood home, his money, but he seems entirely too impaired or broken down to even participate.
That stream is a vital piece of the timeline, though. It is the moment the facade totally drops.
Because the money is running out.
Right. The stress of the dwindling funds acts as a pressure cooker, and the verbal abuse begins to escalate into physical violence. This culminates on May 15th, 2019.
This is a major turning point in the documentation. On May 15th, Shanny is arrested for physically assaulting Rev.
And this isn't just internet rumor or hearsay.
No, there is a literal court record. She pleaded guilty to third-degree assault, received a deferred sentence, was fined around $2,000, and bonded out.
She physically battered the man who was funding her entire existence. And yet Rev stays, he bonds her out. He remains in the relationship.
Why? I genuinely struggle to understand the psychology there. His inheritance is being drained, he is being verbally abused on live streams, he has just been physically assaulted to the point of police intervention, and he stays.
What's fascinating here is that you have to look at it through the lens of extreme, almost pathological codependency. Remember his background?
Right, a sheltered upbringing.
Shanny is his first romantic relationship ever. He lacks the baseline data of what normal love looks like. Furthermore, he has been isolated and mentally diminished from the withdrawal.
So he doesn't even have his full cognitive defenses.
Exactly. He is trapped in a psychological feedback loop where he likely believes this is what he deserves. Or worse, that this level of volatility is simply what passion and love are supposed to be.
Wow. So when the $700,000 completely dries up, the reality of their situation can no longer be hidden by delivery food and weed. As we move into late 2019 and 2020, the physical and moral decay of their...
Cousin Bat, what's up, brother? We are looking at an AI learning module that I created to chronicle and document every single bit of the lore with Shanny and Rev. All the videos from the major channels, supplemental material, and what we're listening to right now is an audio discussion focusing on how they burned through $1 million. And as this is going, I'm just throwing questions to the Oracle here to see what it says. If y'all have any questions that you want me to ask AI regarding them, let me know. I will type them in, and we can read the answer together. So that's what we're up to right now, sir. Thank you for being here.
Their living situation takes over.
Yes. By December 2019, the inevitable happens. They are evicted from their home.
And the court docket notes it was a forcible entry and detainer, right?
Right. Which means they refused to leave and had to be physically removed by the police.
So they are out on the street, entirely out of cash and desperate. And their solution to this crisis is to turn to sex work. Specifically, they launch an OnlyFans account.
And because they're incapable of doing anything privately,
Hey, Valbeardo, what's up, my brother? It's good to see you here, man. Thank you for coming out. We're listening to this audio discussion, and we're just feeding questions to the Oracle while we do that. If y'all have any questions you want me to ask it, let me know, and I'll put them in there while this discussion is running.
They broadcast the entire degrading process to their audience. The sources paint a picture that is almost unbearable to read, let alone watch.
Rev is dealing with immense psychological stress, the physical toll of his cold turkey withdrawal, and the medications he was on.
And because of all that, he is unable to perform on camera.
It is a deeply humiliating reality for anyone to face.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But rather than handling it privately, Shanny turns it into content. The internet audience, always eager for blood, gives Rev the moniker Baby Carrot.
And Shanny doesn't defend her partner. She doesn't ban the user saying it. She actively joins in.
Yes, she agrees with the trolls. She humiliates him over his anatomy and his failure to perform, completely emasculating him live on stream to an audience of strangers.
Think about the mechanics of internet humiliation at play here. The audience is financially incentivizing this degradation.
Right. The crueler she is to him, the more engagement they get.
It creates a perverse economy where the currency is his dignity, and Shanny is more than willing to cash that check.
It is a profound level of cruelty, but what is truly bizarre is how this squalor exists right alongside a massive delusion of grandeur.
Oh, the Shane Dawson thing.
Yes. Around the same period, they make a brief 5-second cameo in a highly popular YouTube documentary series by Shane Dawson.
And let's be clear about the context.
Kristen asks, are the kids okay? Are they out of that toxic environment? They are definitely out of that toxic environment. Cousin Matt, no, I don't have monetization turned on for the channel, but I do have a Streamlabs donation link. I'll drop it in the chat right quick. Nobody is required to give anything, but if you want to, I'm more than happy to accept. So yeah, I'll drop it in the chat and pin it right quick. I actually meant to do that and I completely forgot.
Text of that cameo for you listeners. They were not featured as experts or interesting subjects. The editor of the documentary essentially used a clip of them as a punchline. They were the joke.
But they completely missed the joke. They see themselves on a channel with millions of subscribers, and they immediately convince themselves they are legitimate A-list internet celebrities.
The inflation of their egos is absolute, and it leads to one of the most enraging details in this entire saga. Shanny, intoxicated by this manufactured fame, literally forgets to pick up her young child from school.
And she admits it on stream. She says they were late picking him up because they got caught up by being famous.
So you have a child waiting at school abandoned while his mother stares into a webcam talking about her 5 seconds of screen time as a punchline in someone else's video.
What's fascinating here is that it is a stark demonstration of her priorities. The digital world has completely eclipsed the physical world.
Yeah, the physical world meaning her children, her home, her partner's well-being.
Exactly. It is all just raw material to be burned in the furnace of internet engagement.
Which brings us to the most visceral example of that dynamic. The community refers to it simply as the bucket.
Yes.
And I have to warn you listening, this is the absolute pinnacle of their dysfunction. It perfectly illustrates how their physical reality mirrors their mental decay.
They're living in a house at this point. A house with a fully functional working bathroom located on the 2nd floor.
Right. It is precisely 18 stairs away from their living room.
But Shanny refuses to climb those 18 stairs.
Oh, yeah, actually you can. Like say if one of us had a monetized channel, were to go through this content, it's totally fine. It's effectively, this is no different than if you'd written a software application to do something. What you do have to do though is if you're, if you have like AI doing parody videos of people pretending to be Shanny, Rev, or whomever, you do have to select the option in your video details that this does use AI sources. And the way that we're using it here, that's not required because we're just having it evaluate actual data and just give it back to us in the form of videos and conversations. Oh, and answer your question, Kristen, yeah, they're out. They are definitely out.
She blames her fibromyalgia, claiming she is physically incapable of making the walk.
So instead of using a bathroom, she sets up a commode, which is literally just a plastic bucket right in the middle of their living room.
The same room where they eat, sleep, and broadcast to the internet.
And the crucial detail is that she forces Rev to be the one to empty it. It becomes the ultimate symbol of her dominance and his total degradation.
And of course, there is a live stream that captures the grim reality of this. Rev is taking the bucket.
Yeah, this is the bucket that we talked about earlier, where their toilet broke, and Shanny would just do her business in the bucket, piss and shit, while Rev used the bathroom upstairs, and he was required to empty this thing and required to wipe her behind. Take from that what you will.
To empty it, he trips. And off camera, we hear the sound of the bucket full of human waste spilling all over the floor and all over him.
Oh, God.
We hear him panting, gagging, desperately struggling to clean up this biohazard.
And what is Shanny's reaction? She is sitting on the bed in frame. The microphone is completely unmuted. She is actively grinning at the camera. She is entirely unbothered by the squalor, openly reveling in the humiliation of the man cleaning up her bodily fluids. She even yells out a taunt. She says, hey, you gotta clean it, so you gotta lick it.
It's depraved. To intentionally leave the audio running so her audience can consume his humiliation.
It proves that the abuse wasn't a byproduct of their lifestyle. The abuse was the product itself.
Exactly. But a dynamic this volatile, a rot this deep, cannot remain contained within the walls of a living room forever. Eventually, the consequences spill over into the real world.
Which brings us to the summer of 2022 and the darkest chapter of this timeline.
The breaking point involves Shanny's children. According to the sources, the violence escalated, and Rev physically assaulted Shanny's youngest son.
The details are grim enough that Rev is arrested and sent to jail briefly. And as a direct result of this assault, combined with the utterly squalid conditions of the home they were living in, Child Protective Services intervenes.
And the state permanently removes both children from their care.
You would naturally assume that permanently losing custody of your children would be the ultimate rock bottom, that it would shatter any delusion and force a profound moment of reflection.
But the reflection never happens.
No, it doesn't.
Because taking accountability would mean the ego has to accept its own failure. Instead, they employ a massive psychological defense mechanism: projection.
They instantly pivot to blaming everyone else.
They blame the state for kidnapping their kids. They blame the internet trolls, claiming their audience weaponized CPS against them. And most devastatingly, they blame the children themselves.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The horrible atmosphere that they created for those children. It's the trolls' fault. It's the trolls' fault. When none of it was. And yeah, they were, like we mentioned a bit ago, Kristen, some years ago, quite a few years ago, they were taken away by CPS. My understanding is that one of them has already graduated high school and is in college. And that sounds good. So I hope the environment for those children continues to remain positive as they go out there in the world, make something of themselves.
Shanny sits on her stream, stares into the lens, and proclaims she is a wonderful mother, completely erasing the reality that her partner assaulted her child.
So the family unit is permanently shattered. And shortly after this, they are kicked out of yet another living situation.
Ironically, it was Greenman's house, right? The man she had screamed at years prior who had briefly taken them in out of pity.
Yes, and they end up at a place called Motel 81 in the fall of 2022.
The Motel 81 era is a masterclass in entitlement. They have absolutely zero money at this point. Secure a room for a single month, they have to barter their PlayStation 5.
But the chaos follows them. The motel is quickly condemned by the city. Not because of Shanny and Rev.
They had no money and used the PS5 as payment to stay in this really shitty motel. And while they're there, there's some kind of an oil leak and all of the occupants are forced to evacuate. Somehow the nature and the details of that story are just so fitting specifically for these two.
But because thieves had stolen the copper pipes in the basement, causing a massive oil spill.
Right, so the entire building has to be evacuated.
And this creates one of the most surreal, tragic-comic visuals in the entire archive.
It really does. The local evening news arrives to cover the evacuation of this freezing, condemned motel. And out of all the displaced residents who manages to get themselves interviewed on camera...
And he is wearing a wizard cloak.
A literal wizard cloak standing in the freezing cold on local television.
Yes, and he isn't using this platform to express concern for the other families losing their shelter. He uses it to loudly complain to the reporter that the owner of this rundown budget motel didn't immediately offer them a free, fully comped stay at a luxury Hilton hotel.
Where's our free stuff? He demands it. It is an impenetrable armor of perpetual victimhood.
Completely impenetrable.
Even when their direct actions, burning through $1 million, refusing to work, assaulting a child, lead them to a condemned motel, they successfully convince themselves they are righteous martyrs.
They view themselves as the main characters of reality, and the universe owes them a Hilton. Any misfortune is just unfair persecution.
This perpetual victimhood sets the stage for the final fracturing of their relationship as we move from late 2022 into the present day. Stripped of housing, family, and the inheritance, the situation devolves into a desperate survival arc.
The fracture really accelerates with Rev's second major arrest. He is involved in a hit and run at a local school.
And this was not a simple fender bender.
No. He hit a parked car, which had a child inside, hard enough to physically lift the vehicle, and then he fled the scene.
The police trace his license plate and arrive at his apartment to investigate. But when they get there, they find a massive legal complication. Shanny is inside the apartment.
Right, because prior to this, due to her history of violence, Rev had actually filed for and received an active order of protection against her.
So her mere presence in that apartment is a violation of a court order.
Exactly. And instead of cooperating with the police investigating his hit and run, Rev becomes highly aggressive toward the officers.
It is a vortex of criminality and dysfunction. They're bound together by their mutual destruction. But right around this time, Rev makes a truly pathetic, deeply psychological attempt to escape her orbit. He tries to find salvation on the internet.
The Easy Catfish saga.
Yes. I want to spend some time on this, because how does a 40-something-year-old man become so disconnected from reality that he falls in love with a completely obvious fake profile?
What's fascinating here is that you have to look at it as a form of extreme dissociation. Rev's physical reality, living in squalor, facing legal charges, enduring constant abuse from Shanny, is intolerable.
So his mind just escapes.
Right. He begins communicating with an online user named Easy, and he becomes completely obsessed. He goes on his streams and details how he is creating a soul bond with this woman.
And the mechanism of this soul bond is just astonishing. He sits in front of his computer, staring deeply into the eyes of a JPEG, a static photo of this woman.
And he listens to the gothic rock band Him.
Right. He plays songs like Poison Girl on repeat, staring at the screen, actively convincing himself that this ritual is forging a spiritual link across the internet.
He even announces to his audience that he is leaving Shanny to start a new bloodline with Easy.
It is the ultimate fantasy of rescue. But the internet is ruthless. His audience immediately reverse searches the photos and confronts him with the truth. Easy does not exist.
No. The pictures are stolen from a random Facebook user and an Instagram model from Ohio. It is a textbook catfish.
But the reality doesn't break the delusion. Even after he is presented with undeniable, irrefutable proof that he is talking to a phantom, he goes live on stream and admits he still loves her. He says, "I still love my person."
Think about the absolute desolation required to say that. He is so starved for any form of affection that doesn't involve screaming or physical violence that he is willing to mourn a fictional character.
He prefers the ghost over his reality.
But he cannot escape reality forever. Which brings us to early 2026, the present day. The community refers to this current era as Brokeback Scream.
Right, that's it. I know what I'm gonna do. Ambulance, please.
Hello, ambulance, can you hear me?
Right, did an ambulance ring me just now on my house phone? I know they did because it said ambulance. with my Sky Talk.
Oh, the Gert dance video. Rowdy, I think you're right.
Fine.
Was it or not?
Is it for you calling about yourself?
I'm Vicky. Gert.
Oops, there we go.
This is my house phone you rung. So,
Is there something we call in case I can see the previous call?
don't beep at me, take.
Kristen, this is a woman, if you can believe it.
Okay, so yeah, I can see that someone's attempting to call you.
Someone's trying to ring right now, calling.
Pardon?
Tell them to bugger off. Cough. Tell them to bugger off.
Why is that?
'Cause I said so. Do it. Otherwise, I'll tell them to fuff when they get here. Wasted the NHS time. You are wasting NHS time right now. Yeah? Tell them.
By the police due to the situation.
No, 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 no. You tell them to bugger off. Or I will. And I'll still do what I'm going to do.
And what's that?
None of your business.
Right, so you've called the emergency service today.
Yeah, the police. I rang the police about something. And what? Because I am going through some shit. And I reported something. And what?
Mental health, we do. That's why they...
Leave me alone. You're harassing me at this point.
All due respect, Vicky, you called me.
No, yeah, because you phone up. I pressed 1 to answer. I got a Sky Shield where it said ambulance. I pressed 1 and they had then gone and hung up. So I rung back 999 and said ambulance to stop you turning up here. So don't dare turn up here or I'm gonna go nuts.
So I can see...
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Do you understand me? Yes or no? Do you understand me? Yes or no?
She's talking to their equivalent of 911 right now.
No.
Situation, Victoria. Unfortunately, you can't just come on the line and swear at me and say you don't want an ambulance.
No, I don't need one. I haven't asked for one. You're stressing me out right now, you prick. You're stressing me out right now. No ambulance here. No ambulance here. Go away. Leave me alone. I've got a heart condition. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I've dropped fucking tobacco over on the floor. Right, that's it. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna ask the police something now. Straight up.
Emergency Register Service.
Police, please.
Yes, thank you. Hold the line.
Yeah, fucking will.
Hold the line, please. How's the key waiting for the police to answer?
Yeah, we'll stop the ambulance turning up then.
You are connected to Wiltshire Police. We are receiving a high number of emergency calls.
If you put me through to 101, I'll hang up. Right, if it's the ambulance that you pigs have sent out, don't, because I'll tell them to Do you understand me?
I do, yes.
Good. I'm not
Yeah, Rowdy, you're right. She used to be like super fit when she was younger, and the booze and the weed and the pills and whatnot, and her 125% sedentary lifestyle has led to whatever you want to call that thing on screen.
I'm not being masturbated. I've been masturbated by too many people tonight.
Right. Okay, so what's happened tonight then?
None of your business. You don't give a fuck.
Okay.
That's the problem.
I'll leave you to it then if that's
Yeah.
going to be.
Stop wasting fucking ambulance time in the NHS, you idiots.
Okay.
You dickhead. Fuck off. And no one is gonna touch me.
I'm telling you, I'm like alright, already guys.
I'll shut the fucking windows if anyone turns up. Like the police or the ambulance. And I'll keep shouting, fuck off, go away. Or I will report you. Right, that's it. I know what I'm gonna do.
Like an ambulance service.
Is trying to call you. To accept the call. You are now connected.
I've already told you fuckers to fuck off and leave me alone. Fuck off, don't turn up. No, listen. Fuck off and shut up. Shut up. Don't turn up here. I've told you don't. Fuck off. Stop ringing my house phone. Fuck off. Stop ringing my house phone. Fuck off. Stop ringing my house phone. Fuck off. Leave me alone. You're harassing me. You're stressing me out now.
Community help has been arranged for you from what you...
No, I'll tell them to fuck off. Wasted NHS time. You waste NHS time, that's what you do. I never asked for it.
Information has been passed by the police.
Fuck off! Fuck off!
And she's streaming every bit of this.
Fuck off. Do not disturb is on night. Can't ring me.
Service.
Ambulance, please. I don't want them turning up. Do you understand me? I don't want the ambulance turning up. Oi, fucking listen to me. I will not fucking... No. I never asked for the ambulance. You fucking better listen to me. I never asked for the ambulance. You are wasting NHS time, okay? You are a disgrace. So...
Right, so what's the address?
I'm not giving it. They're not meant to...
You just said you don't want an ambulance.
Then I don't want one, yeah, exactly. So I don't need to give my address.
Okay, so just to confirm you don't need an ambulance, is that right?
Yes, I don't fucking want one here.
If it takes to the worst, then call us back. Bye-bye.
Yeah, fuck off. Good. Hopefully they listen to that. Fuck off. You wonder why I got a fucking attitude? Yeah, they're harassing me, and I only rang the police to report something, and now they're fucking harassing me.
Yeah, I like when you're steaming and you're a bit angry, but you don't let people leave your house for some odd reason.
Whatever. All I ever do, love, is say the truth on my channel. I'm a better, decent person than all of you. No content for you, Tyrone D. Fuck you.
Martin and Colin are actually gay and together. Can you fucking believe that? No, I'm not turning Cole gay.
Yeah, and I know I'm lovely.
All right, and Rowdy just provided us with a wonderful video of Gert dancing. You're going to get to see the transition and a couple of other disturbing things. Now we got to let this play at regular speed. Okay, cool. Here we go. Take a look at this. Look at the belly button sweat, which usually indicates that you haven't showered in quite some time. Oh. Gotta love it. Okay, we're gonna go back to let's see.
What is going on?
There we go. I want to get back to Tyrone D's video list. All right, let's have a look at. Oh, so she had a pip wedding? All right, let's see what's going on with this.
What is going on? You might have slept, but I haven't.
Colin! 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 Can you hear me? And you lot can shut the up and leave us alone. You can get out of my live stream. Whoever wants to bully and troll. You dare do anything. We are going to the police.
Don't allow fringe. I don't want nothing in my face.
Good.
Don't say the bed. I say what I mean.
Jesus Christ. You're beyond a joke. He wants to fuck you because of I went to go and speak to Timothy Bell civilly, a matter of urgency.
It's private property.
At the end of the day, shut the fuck about that shit. Stop taking the piss.
I'm not. I'm just saying you entered private property.
Shut the fuck. Stop it. Stop repeating yourself. See, he's taking the fuck out of me. Charlie, I will let you stew a bit. You should read
a bit of... Oh, shut up. You're taking the piss. You're in timeout. 30-minute timeout. What are you doing?
Tyrone D has a beautiful selection of videos that cover a large swath of the UK lolcow scene. I definitely suggest checking it out. In particular, Fat Dan and Rick Berry are two standout characters. We might watch a couple of Fat Dan videos as well.
In my kitchen, for God's sake.
I'm emptying the
If you're...
player.
Well, leave it alone. Give it here, then.
Let me out, please.
Move. I ain't going that way, thanks. See what I mean? Take the piss out of me, you fuck. Treat me like shit. I'm on the phone dealing with something right now.
Can you let me out, please?
No, I'm phoning the police about this.
Can you let me out?
I'm a bit busy right now. I need to report about a Timothy Bell next door. When he spoke to my boyfriend earlier on the street, and also they have been threatening me just now. And I've got 3 reference numbers, by the way. 3 reference numbers. I'm in my home right now. I am in a safe place, but I've got my 2 windows open right next to me where my bed is. Yeah, I need to sort this out because it's getting ridiculous now. They're still out there at theirs. I've gone and walked away and come back indoors. 7 in front of me, he said, or stated, and I'm supporting this shit. Hello? I spoke to you. Don't have ignorance when someone speaks to you. That's arrogance, that is. Well, I'm kind of busy on the phone right now, reporting. And doing something. Why do you want to leave? Over what? Why? Can you stop opening that door because of my kids? Because of my kids?
My keys.
Stop pissing around and opening that door. I'm sick of it.
She has kids? Holy shit, I had no idea. Oh boy.
Get in my house, kid.
Yeah, shut the door now. You've got them, haven't you?
First.
Yeah, don't pick up the wrong fucking ones.
I put them back.
See? Go and leave me over me just wanting to go and speak to him civilly. How pathetic are you? No bollocks. Not a man. You know, you're a disgrace. I got through stress last night. I was ill, and you treat me now like this. Go on, get off, love. Well, Keith has basically used me again. 6th time now. He doesn't want to fuck out. All because I went to go and speak to Timothy Bell next door of a matter of urgency. I've got video evidence of him trespassing on my side. Him now speaking to my boyfriend, and yet my boyfriend won't even defend me, mind. He's got no bollocks. He ain't a real man. That's my fucking opinion now. And further on up, is he moving in permanently? Hell no. Being like that, I'm going to speak to these people and they're going to take me seriously no matter what. I'm a vulnerable woman.
I think that guy is Colin. If you'll recall from the beginning of these videos, when he has a couple of brief moments in before the video starts, she's yelling, "Colin, can you hear me?" That's who she's talking to, her off and on boyfriend. Colin's got his own set of issues, which I guess explains why he stays with this person. I don't know what you want to call it.
You wouldn't even come near me. But yeah, I had that person there and that person there. I was in between these 2 people, and you wouldn't be near me to protect me. That is not a real man.
You're on their property.
Regardless, you should have protected. You should have protected me. Do you not realise that?
You were trespassing in there.
Regardless, you still should have protected me. Do you not realise that? No? Yes? No? What? Keith?
And I will repeat it. You were trespassing in their backyard.
Stop repeating it then.
No, I won't. You keep repeating yourself at me at the moment.
I'm asking you a question, because you're not answering it.
They asked you to leave.
I did.
Not the first time you didn't.
I still left. So, what's your point? Don't take the piss, bitch.
Not bitch.
Well, you're acting like one. You're always against me. Keith Jenkins is always against me. All because I wanted to speak to them, a matter of urgency of, you know...
So, I'm trying to tell you, on their property, by law, it's against the law. Right. I'm trying to be nice to you, babe. Get away.
See, I might as well just go home. So you eat my food and have this, that and the other from my home and then you want to fuck off. I feel then used now because you want to fuck off all of a sudden. That's how you make me feel. You just take the piss absolutely out of me, that's all you do.
There's a lot of women in this video. Like background noise.
I'll show the evidence on my phone. I bought vodka.
She's calling the ambulance again.
At the end of the day, don't take the piss out of me. I've done nothing wrong to you. I've done nothing wrong to you. I'm on the fucking phone dealing with someone.
Still let me out.
I'm on the phone dealing with something right now. And you are accountable for earlier. You are accountable.
I'll wait outside in the cold. I'm getting too hot in here.
Oh, fine, we'll go.
I want to be outside. I'll stand outside, please.
Number 3, there we go. It's on.
No, I'm going to stand outside, please.
Oh, we'll put that one on as well. Take your jumper off then. No. Oh, no. Like a fucking whinging fucking bucket. I wouldn't advise taking the piss out of me, trust me. Because quite frankly, you know, you're out of order. The how you being, sweetie. Right, I'm going to do something right now. So do this. Boom, there we go. So your way. What is this? Right. You're not taking the piss out of me, Keith.
Well, no.
Fine. But you're accountable for earlier.
Okay, that's Keith. I guess the person, she was going to get married on stream because, you know, like all these people, they have to broadcast every aspect of their life on stream. And I think that's where we find ourselves.
So you're going to have to answer to the police. Yes. Because I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them exactly what you told me, and they're going to want to question that.
Yeah, I can tell them, and then I'm walking away.
Do that then, fine. Do that then, fine. You are accountable. You spoke to the fucking twat.
After we watch a couple of these different lolcow sample videos, I'll post a poll in the chat to find out which UK cow you'd like to see covered more than the others, and in the upcoming stream, we'll start doing that. Expose the audience to another source of hilarity that not a lot of people stateside are aware of.
He spoke to me.
Yeah, and you still spoke to him.
Okay, you can't tell me who I can't speak and I can't speak to.
When I've got trouble with going on with him, you can't speak to some twat next door to where I live. No. I don't give a flying shit. Keith, mate, slow down and listen to Gert, please. You can wait a bit. Mate, for fuck's sake, Keith, you're a guest. Why is he being so shady, trying to flee the scene? Well, he ain't no hostage anyway. He has stirred the pot badly, Gert. Yes, I know he has. You're laughing. Right, he was right next to my gate. Now that is trespassing in my eyes. So if he wants to do that, I'll trespass. Do you see my point, Keith? Keith, did you hear what I said, love? Clearly wasn't. I said, now, he, on my camera, I've got recordings. Listen. He was at my gate, went, walked away, and went, really loudly. So he was trespassing on my side of the building. Regardless, he was at my gate, right against my gate. So that is on my side of the building, trespassing. Okay? So, if he can do it, I will do it. Do you know, I'm making a report about you then, and him. That's going to be my point.
What I want line is for telling us about something that has happened very recently, or maybe about to happen.
And what's that you're doing? Speak!
Yeah, Sonic Jaden, you're right about that, and I'll speak to it real quick. There used to be not a lot of content overall, or only a few cows being covered, but there are so many, especially with the proliferation of TikTok. That has really blown up the scene. And it seems like every day there's a new video coming out of Lade, which is a great channel for many docs on different cows, scary types, predators, that kind of thing. He's putting out new content like every 2 or 3 days, and almost every video is on a new subject. There's just that much out there. I think that a lot of this has kind of gotten a larger, wide mainstream appeal in a way, if you will. YouTube right now has exploded in the last 2 or 3 years. Apparently, they've damn near doubled the membership. And a lot of people are kind of getting to the stuff as reality TV, if you will. And I think that has some bearing on why.
Shit in my bag, alright?
Like what?
My shit.
Like what?
My broken chains that just ripped off my neck.
And why have you done that? Why break your chains off your neck? That's very immature. He just ripped off his chains and put them in his bag. Why put them in your bag if you ruined them? You might as well put it in the bin. That's really immature of you. Very immature. All I ever do, love, is say the truth on my channel. I'm a better, decent person than all of you. No content for you, Tyrone D. Fuck you. Martin and Colin are actually gay and together. Can you fucking believe that? No, I'm not turning Cole gay. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyro D's got the best filters. All right, let's see. Gert got famous initially for a video that showed up, I forget where she went against the trash. She went out to push her trash out, and the bin men wouldn't take it away, and it ended up doing like millions of views on, I think, like a Karen's Go Crazy channel. We're gonna watch that. They're not going to empty her trash because she didn't do it in time. I love this. They just leave her fucking ass in the dust. No.
Don't talk to us like a piece of shit, then. I'm not. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You talk to me like a piece of shit. You're gonna stay there.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No. I wanted to wait for the fucking truck to come up there.
I know you should sound like that, yeah?
I got paperwork to extension.
She looks rough, man.
Motherfuckers won't want to hunt it now. They need to be done by law.
Listen, stop giving me an answer for everything, because next time I'll just point blank refuse it. Alright?
You won't be able to by
Yeah,
law.
I will be able to, yeah, I will be able to.
By law, you won't be able to.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. You can report it, I don't care. I will tell the office the reason why. Just shut the fucking off. Do you realise you don't tell the problem?
No, don't do the problem.
Wait, yeah, what have I done? I've took your bin, and you're still lying
Some
on
five bins, some five boxes, Bob boxes. Like it's okay for these men to gob off and be manly like. Hey, fuck off, dickhead.
Sonic J said that she looks like a Resident Evil monster. I think that's the perfect way to put it. All right, we're going to take a look at another lolcow named Fat Dan. Fat Dan spends most of his days just lying about all the shit that he's got. He tells the best tall tales in the world. And when he gets into it with other streamers, it's to the point where the local emergency services line in his area, Bedfordshire, I think in England, won't take his calls. He is officially defined as a nuisance. So let's go ahead and start at the wasting police time video, and we'll move from there.
You don't realise is I've got the counter-terrorist unit, and I've had them on my back for the past 2 years. Still outside here now. They're still outside here now. I've had them on my back for the past 2 fucking years. I've even made them cups of tea with chocky bickies, you know what I'm saying, bro? Do you think I'm worried? Allahu Akbar. Detrimental action of Benima Jihad. Can you see very, very closely what I'm holding in my hand?
Straight up.
It actually does your voice print. It actually recognises every person's different voice print. There you go. Like I say, carry on chatting your shit, bro.
See, man, and he doesn't drive as well. He doesn't release like pollution into the air, man.
And what you don't realise is, Dwayne, I'm already a dead man walking. I've got nothing else left to lose. At the end of the day, Dwayne, I'm coming for you, boy. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you go, everywhere you walk, always watch your back. I suggest you listen carefully then. Somerset.
Oh, no offense, Daniel, but you must be really bored, man. Like, serious, man, just play a game, bro. It's only trolls on PlayStation. They want your pies. They want your pies, Daniel. Daniel, huh? He supplies the pies.
Hello, sorry buddy, I was wondering if you can help me please. My name's Mr. Sullivan. I'm just someone that lives down in Bedfordshire. I'm calling as a call of concern. There's a guy up on this PS4 thing, apparently smoking drugs around his kids. His name's, I think he's from the Highbridge area, I'm not too sure on the exact location, but he's also being rather threatening and stuff like that. As far as I'm aware, that's all I know. I don't know his address or anything like that. Well, for the kids' welfare, you don't smoke drugs around kids, do you? So, in his house, in his home, because it shows up on the screen. Because it's on camera. Well, PS4 you can see people when they're live streaming. And he's also been, apparently, he's been going up onto my Facebook, putting hate pages and things like that, telling them that I'm a paedophile and all this lot. I've actually got recorded evidence as well, with today's date on. So, yeah. They're automatically aware because they've got a system that's connected to my PS4 through my router. And it picks up all their IP addresses and everything, and they come every so often to take it away to download all the information. Obviously I don't know the people's IPs and everything, but they do.
Have you reported the hate crime and stuff like that? But you reported it to them?
Yes, him basically trolling, trying to be a troll. Mostly marijuana, cannabis and stuff like that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. They've now logged it down. They're now getting in contact with Bedfordshire Police. I don't have to do anything. It's all done. Wrong again, actually. They're now getting in contact with the hate crime via Bedfordshire Police. Hate crime is illegal. Yeah, what you don't realise is, Dwayne, I'm a monitor. I've got their equipment already here, monitoring what I do on here. See, what you don't realise is, I've got the counter-terrorist unit, and I've had them on my back for the past 2 years. They monitor everything I say.
When he says monitor, he's talking about for Playroom, the PS4's old chat program, where he used to spend entire days.
And do you think I'm worried about you, little boy? Yes, they're still outside here now. They're still outside here now. I've had them on my back for the past 2 fucking years. Dwayne has. Bruv, I've even got their fucking card here in my wallet. I've even made them cups of tea with chocky bickies, you know what I'm saying, bruv? Do you think I'm worried? Allahu Akbar. Because they know everything I do. When I take a shit, when I have a wank, when I fuck my woman, they've got everything on me, bruv. So there's nothing I can't do without them knowing about it, bruv. That's what they got me on. That's the charges they had me on. Oh, hang on. I'll bring it on live stream. I'll bring it on live stream. There we go. There we go. Muqtada al-Sada. There we go. That's who I've got connections with, bruv. Muqtada al-Sada. One of the most wanted terrorists from the days of Al-Qaeda.
Who would publicly disclose that they have a contact that was an Al-Qaeda related terrorist? How fucking stupid must you be? Dan stupid. Fat Dan stupid.
But do you think I'm worried about you, little boy? There you go. Muqtada al-Sada. That's who I've got connections with, bruv. So do you think I'm worried about a little pisswash like you? But do you think I'm worried about a little boy like you? I'll bury little boys like you, bruv, in the middle of fucking Afghanistan. There you go. It's on Facebook now. I was talking to the likes of fucking Jihadi John, bruv, before he got killed. And you think I'm worried about a little pisswads like you?
All right, let's hop back over. Let's see. Sorting by popular just so we can get some of the better clips. All right, we'll do 200 people, bruv, is a good one.
I ain't fucked at all. Because you see, I'm sick of people saying they're all this, they're all going to do that. I can't wait for them to come on my front door. Because I know what will happen. It's already happened before. The moment someone sets through my gate, the police will be there. I've got fuck all to worry about. And I don't even need to call them. The police are right there. I don't need to threaten you with the police, bro. Nothing I can do about it. The police are there. I can throw a stone at their fucking office window. Seriously? That's how close they are. I don't need to worry about that shit, bro. But then again, see, the thing is, I've got a lot of friends and family up on there. The moment you come in my gate, bro, you've got no escape out of it, because that's what will happen. You can walk into my house, right, and go, bop, 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 to me. The moment you're outside that door, there'll be about fucking 200 people all around the bungalow. What are you going to do? You're going to go, bop, 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 to 200 people, bruv. Bruv, guns, seriously, seriously, seriously.
What you think, man?
Guns are nothing, bruv. Guns are nothing. The moment you do that, you'll be doing life. At the end of the day, please come to my address. I don't really care. A drive-by, bruv. I don't live on a drive.
Wow.
I've got a 6.5, 7 foot fucking hedge that's all round my garden. See, what you don't realise is the moment you come into the village, you ain't getting out. You are not going to get out of the village. Bruv, you're going to be on motorbikes. I guarantee you, the moment you come up this village, your entrances will be blocked. So unless you got ramps, fields, there's no fields round here, bro. Hasn't it occurred to you that you might be a hacker?
Yo, Daniel, you fat nuts, I'm coming after you, son. I don't care if you're recording this or not, I'm coming for you.
Fat stroking
You
nuts.
think this is some series of police interceptors where there's fields and bollards and all that? There isn't. It's just one road. It's just one road, right? The moment you come up one side of the road, bruv, all the gypsies up here, the first thing they do, bruv, is they get all their trailers and they'll block the end of the road off. What are you going to do, bruv? You ain't going to do nothing, bruv. It's the first thing that would happen when you come up here on your motorbikes, bruv. They'd knock you straight off your bike.
You're not listening to me. I'm going to be at the end of your path, cocking back the 20, putting 2 shells in it, bopping it in your front door.
Coppers can't knock you off your bike. I'd like to see you try it with these lot, because they will knock you off your bike. So I've got all these lot on PS4 thinking they're going to come up to my house and do a drive-by shooting on a motorbike. Do you believe it? I know, they're fucking, they don't realise this whole village is run and owned by gypsies. They don't realise the moment they come up the road, the end behind them is blocked. Fucking dopey idiots, bruv. I'd love to see this lot. Seriously.
Daniel, you ain't about it, mate.
They're idiots, man. They ain't got a clue. They get battered.
This is what I was doing last
and
night.
the old bit up here, they see them fucking about on mopeds or motorbikes and shit like that. The police will just ram them off the road. I've seen it happen so many times.
Daniel, you little
You're not allowed. I know you're not allowed to have bikes up here anyway. There's a big sign up on the road. You're not allowed to have bikes up here. You know what I mean? The moment a motorbike comes in, mate, that's it, straight off the road. You know what I mean? They're fucking idiots, bro. Seriously, I wish they'd just grow up.
Yo, Daniel, what did the police say? Did they come out of your house today, did they?
Seriously? They're just idiots, man. Oh, I ain't bothered. They'll soon realise. You're going to end up going to jail and you will never survive it. I guarantee you. You fruitcake.
You done. Fuck all. Sat there fucking playing with your fucking man vagina, you fat fuck.
It's just a difference. You're all mouth, but you don't say it. Oh my God. I would pay. You know what? Do you know what? I'd sell every spider and snake, everything.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He claims to grow all of these exotic spiders and snakes.
My whole deer to actually watch you say that to that guy. I'd see how long you last for, Sunshine. Why does everyone wear balaclavas? Why do you hide behind the camera? Why do you hide behind the fucking microphone? Why don't you come online and show your face? Good duck, why don't you show your face? Because you're too afraid, bro. You got this.
Listen.
I know, Sunshine. Bring it on, Mugasa Dubase. Yeah? Bring it on, bro. Bring it on, Sunshine, because I'm not afraid of you. I know why. I've dealt with bigger pieces of scumbags like you in jail, bro. Yeah, remove me from the party, you little bitch.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna try to find some Rick Berry videos to round this out if we can. He may not have any on here, come to think of it. There's also Cosmic Kitty, which we can show sometime. Not this time because we don't have enough time for it. Let's see. Calling for leaving his TV on. Here we go.
Let me tell you something, yeah. My name is...
After this, I have a surprise video that's somewhat emo related that we'll take a look at. We've about an hour 53 into this, so I'm thinking 10 or 15 more minutes of this content, and then we'll wrap everything up and talk a little bit here on the other side of the clips. So thanks for hanging out with me so far. It's been great having y'all here, so continue to enjoy.
My name's Sullivan. Yeah. My name's Dan. Yeah. Fat Dan. Remember that. Ignore him. Hello. Hello, meow.
Actually, no, that's I'd rather show something that was animated. All right, let's see. Here we go. So this guy, Wiz Nation, if you look at his channel, he has next to no subscribers, and his content is mainly like fishing simulators and stuff, but he found himself interviewing a lot of these UK cows in the early 2020s. It's very strange. He looks like Peter Griffin to me, and I really like the way he does it because he's kind of got like a biting sense of humor that he drapes with that sort of straight man persona.
Some of these trollers are looking at custodial sentences. Some of these trollers are looking at lifetime bans off the internet. Some of these trollers are looking at console bans. Now, I'm not being funny. Here we go. I've got one mobile phone here, right? I've got one mobile phone here. Mobile phone here. I've got this old iPad here. I've got this mobile phone here. There you can see. So, you know, I'm not hiding anything. I've got another mobile phone there.
Thanks, Shaw. I appreciate that. Here. I really do.
And I've got another 9 more mobile phones in my safe with 3.5 years worth of evidence of all these trollers. And on Friday,
yeah, so I should say the premise of this video is that he claims he has all this documented evidence that there's an official functioning group of trollers, as he calls them, and he's going to compile this information and give it to the police, and all of these people are going to get arrested. If you keep up with any of these crazies for any extended period of time, they all try this shit, and it backfires in their face. Bluff, plain and simple, but a funny one.
It's all going to be downloaded onto memory sticks, and it is all going to be individually sent out to all these trollers' police stations. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to blow this trolling ring wide open. I've actually got letters here, but I can't show it. I've actually got letters here by 3 different police forces. I've actually said that me and my ex-partner have uncovered a trolling ring on the PlayStation Network.
I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry, you're not going to agree with me or anything.
Jesus.
But I'm going to say this, and I think you're bluffing. I think you're bluffing. I don't think you have any evidence whatsoever.
Jesus, Wiz.
Because, and the reason why I'm saying that is because you said earlier, you said you were going to do it tomorrow. Then you said you were going to do it. I shouldn't say I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm saying I'm going to do it then, and then there, and then this, and then that. What is it? What is the truth? I mean, when is this going to happen? You don't want to say that's okay, but you said you were going to do it tomorrow, and then you said, wait a minute, I can't give you the details, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen on Friday, and then it's going to happen there, and then it's going to happen there, and I'm very confused. Okay, but here's the here's the thing, Dan. I still say you're bluffing. I don't, and the reason why I say that is because when I ask you a question, you kind of tend to go off to another subject or something else. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you got it. Maybe you don't got it. I don't know. But the truth is going to come out. If and everybody has to give you the benefit of the doubt, right? If this all happens tomorrow or Friday, like you say.
This is all the videos and their links. There you go. There's all the videos.
I gotta mind this video, this volume as we go, because Wiz is way too fucking close to his microphone.
On Friday on memory stick.
Okay.
Every single one of them is a troller. There you go. There you go. It's all there.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I want to touch on a couple of things. I'm not a newbie to this. First of all, Dan, I mean, it's not real hard to do. It's 2021. There's an awful lot of newspaper articles out there written about Dan and this and that. And he talks about his past. And, you know, I'm sorry, but if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And that's the bottom line. Dan is a vile human being.
All right, let's take a look back. The guy that called in there actually is a pretty crucial figure in the emo Hollingworth world. Let's see what we got here. Seaside Mark. A lot of Gert, damn. All right, here we go. A Fat Dan meltdown. We'll do this and we'll move on to Rick Berry. And I think what I'll do is I need to do some dedicated streams to each of these people in the weeks to come. We did some a few years ago, and they were great. And I forgot how how captivating the UK folks are, the cows that were there.
Let me tell you something, yeah. My name ain't Sullivan, yeah. My name's Dan, yeah. Fat Dan. Remember that? Oh, mate, seriously. You don't even want to go there. These British, mate, they take so much for granted with the internet. Do you know, yeah, in some of the countries that I've been to, yeah, they have an hour a day of internet. And that's it. Bruv, I don't need... Bruv, I've got fucking one of Britain's most fucking notorious families, bruv. You think I'm worried about fucking Buddha and the fucking Dikta? You know, I'm not worried about them. They're Pujada. I'm not worried about the Gujaratia. I'm not worried about them. I don't care about Pigeon. I don't care about Richard Hole. I'm not afraid of it. Bruv, I was brought up by fucking London's top gangsters, bruv. Do you think I give a rat's ass about them two fucking spunk bubbles? Bruh, I don't care. I don't sit here and go all day about them. I get on with my life.
Let's hear that again.
I don't sit here and go all day about them. I get on with my life. If they want to come and do the Buddha dance outside my fucking door, let them. And then I'll go out there and go do the Buddha dance. You know what I mean? They want to go toe to toe. I'll go toe to toe with them, bruv. I'm not afraid of them, bruv.
We 1.25.
I don't care.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You know what I mean? I don't care about them. I'm not frightened of them. I'm not scared of them. I've been to some of Britain's notorious fucking jails, bruv. I'm still here to tell the tale. I'm not afraid of them, bruv.
All of this is a
Fucking
lie,
hell.
by the way.
If I wanted to, I'd just pick up the phone. Ding, 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 ding. Don't care. My deputy police know that. I've only got to pick up the phone, bruv, and it'll be ding, 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 ding in fucking 72 hours. I don't care. They're nothing to me, bruv. I'm not afraid of them, bruv. I'm not afraid of them. Think I'm worried? Fucking hell. Think I care about a pair of fucking numpties? Mate, if you got the job done, then why are you fucking talking to me? They're still breathing. Bruv, if you got the job done, bruv, They'd be leaving you alone, but they're not. No, they don't bother me, bruv. Bruv, I don't need it, bruv. Fuck off, mate, you stupid cunt. Go and get your fucking dick waxed by your missus, mate. Stop fucking pestering me. Fucking all my mates have left the fucking game now. Because I'm on the fucking phone. See what I mean? Fucking all me. Go and get your fucking dick waxed by your missus, mate. Stop fucking pestering me. Fucking all my mates have left the fucking game now. Because I'm on the fucking phone. See what I mean? Wow. Can't be arsed with this shit, man. Fucking hell, sort your own life out, man. Fuck's sake, man. That's it, mate. Rise, I've had enough of it, bruv. You're off my phone now, bruv. You're off my phone. Can't be arsed with this shit, bruv. All you do is ring up and chat shit about pigeon. I don't care about pigeon. I don't care about fucking Richard Hull. Now you're off my phone. Fuck off. Every fucking damn night you call me. Pigeon this, Richard all that, Richard all this, Richard all that. I'm sick of hearing it. This, Richard all that. Every fucking damn night you call me. Pigeon this, Richard all that, Richard all this, pigeon that. I'm sick of hearing it. They're gone. In the new year, bruv, there won't be any more, bruv. I don't care. My family are dealing with it, bruv. Whether Bedfordshire Police do it or my family does it, I don't care. Mate, I told him, bruv, don't bother fucking, don't call me no more, man. Fucking hell, he's telling me.
Hold on, let me grab I'll copy the link, Kristen, and drop it in the chat.
Trying to help me to sort them out. He can't even sort them out himself. Fucking idiot. Fucking dopey cunt. He was calling me up the other night, telling me how he knew someone that could put him in a fucking tree blender. And he can't even do the fucking job himself, bruv. Come on, man. Fucking talk wet to me, bruv. These British, mate, they take so much for granted with the internet. Do you know, yeah, in some of the countries that I've been to, yeah, they have an hour a day of internet. That's it. An hour a day. I think that's what they should do in this fucking country. Put a fucking curfew on it where everybody can only have an hour a day. Fucking a bit, and that's it. Then they'll realise what they did.
Dude, Dan would be lost without the internet.
Have. You know what I mean? Fucking idiots. But like I say, where was I? All my trollers, do you know why they're doing it? Because they're all going Bedford.
All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here. I think I know what I'll do. I need to go through Emo's recent videos as a side quest, if you will. I will do that this week so that I can earmark some of the stuff that people might enjoy more than the rest. And we'll do a dedicated video to him. Probably maybe this weekend or next week. I'll guarantee it by next week, end of next week. Just need some time to sit down and do it because he has been putting out videos lately. Some of them are very boring, mundane. Person reads a news article and responds to it kind of shit. But he legit loses his shit in a couple of cases. But a lot of people have been asking for emos, so I will make a dedicated stream to him coming up. Let's find ourselves a good Gert one, maybe one or two, and then we'll take it from there.
Let me tell you something, yeah. My name ain't Sullivan, yeah. My name's Dan, yeah. Fat Dan. Remember that?
Oh God, Big Shagger thinks he's father to my kids. Fucking hell, delusional.
Another night, another crazy fucking. No, this is our final. This is our final.
Big Shagger, you're not the father to my babies.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah, listen.
They're mine, so you can't fucking do jack shit.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do to get them then, eh? Eh?
Let me speak here. Do not speak over me, love.
Don't take the piss out of me, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't like you. Fuck off. Don't
Take the piss out of me, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't like you. Fuck off. Fuck you. Just did. And what you gonna do about it?
Yeah, relax.
Fuck you. You're not my baby's father.
Honest, hold on, Shannon. To be honest with you, Gert, he's trying to be nice here, you know.
To be honest, Mike, actually, my cats are my cats, not his. And no, they're not your babies. No.
All you want to do is see him. I just want access to the fucking babies. What's the matter with that?
Because they're not your babies, you fucking delusional fuck. Fucking hell. Why don't you delusional twits get it through your head?
When are you going to get it through your head that I want to see the babies?
Guess what? You'll never have access, and you'll never be able to have them because they are mine. They've always been mine. I've had them for fucking 15 years, thank you.
Yeah.
So, get used to that. Get used to it.
But she keeps denying it. She keeps denying it. I don't know why.
No, everyone has known me in the past to have my own babies, and you've never been involved.
Over me. Stop speaking over me.
You see, you're a prick with a picture of me. You're a prick.
That's because you
Fuck off.
You're in an online relationship.
No, I've never had an online relationship with you. Never have I had an online relationship with you. Never.
Why do you keep telling
Because I'm telling everyone it's not true. There's nothing going on between me and you.
Just admit it.
Admit it, the fact that you haven't got the chance.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Right, well, fuck off then.
Babies. Stop telling lies. Yeah, you just need to give me access to the babies, man. All of them. I'll take them.
They're my cats. Alright, go for RSPCA in the courts. You do that then, but you'll lose.
I'll just go straight to the courts. I will take you to court.
They're under my name, under several addresses I've had.
My name.
Jesus, Mike and all your other friends on here, Funny Foxes, you know, Geordie.
Shut the fuck up, Gert.
No, I'm not going to shut the fuck up by some twat, no. I'm speaking to Captain Topo, okay?
Nobody cares.
Oh, yeah, exactly, you're being very rude.
I was talking to him about you, sorry.
Right, now...
Foreign.
I'll tell you what, you've
just the word foreign.
You feel privileged. 100,000
not really. Oh, see?
100,000 watch hours daily.
I've had lots more than that before.
They are my babies. They are my babies.
But I got rid of loads of my videos, so that's why I lost it all.
Jagger, hold on. Jagger, she said she's had a lot more than 100,000. Yeah, she's telling lies.
Yeah, but I got rid of all my videos, so I don't have that amount now.
The only reason you get views in your videos...
Oh, God, do you know what? We won't get along on here. Do you hear me, Mike? We won't get along on here, mate.
Mate?
You're having some twat take the piss out of me and allowing it. No, you're taking the piss out of me, Mike. The lot of you.
Calm down, Gert.
Can't hear you, Geordie. You're so quiet.
Shut up, Gert. You're so loud.
Shut up, Big Shagger. You ain't no one.
You be quiet.
Big Shagger is another known person of interest in that group.
Shut the fuck up, Shagger.
Yes, Captain. I love you, man. You're a legend. Get in there.
Oh, you love him for taking the piss. Well, bye-bye then. I'm gone then. Fuck this. No point. Bye-bye. Fuck this bollocks.
Gert's a good guy. He's a good guy. Right.
I'm not a guy. I'm a woman. I'm a fucking woman, for God's sake. How I'm a bloke, I don't know. Stop taking the piss, Shagger. See, calling me Bert, and you allow that, Mike.
Hey, all right, man. Thanks for coming through, homie. Have a good night. If we don't see you at the spot later, man, we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for coming out.
Allow me being called Bert. He said Bert. You're so oblivious. You didn't even hear it there and then. Rewind. Rewind it then. He said fucking Bert.
Can hardly hear you, Geordie. You're so quiet.
Yeah, what's your problem? What's your fucking problem anyway? Why are you so...
You're the problem. I come on here, yeah, to talk nicely, and you're being a bitch to me, an asshole.
I just said I wanted access to the babies, that's all.
No, because they're not your cats. They're mine. Thank you. Get your own cats.
They are my cats.
Get your own cats.
I don't want to get my own cats because I've got cats, and your cats are my cats.
No, my 6 are mine. I've got 6 cats, Mike. Yeah? I got 6 cats, Mike. So he hasn't.
Hey, why are you so angry?
I despise you. No, I'm not some random woman. You just don't know me. I've spoken to Mike on several occasions. I've spoken to Mike on several occasions.
Thank you very much for your generosity again. Here, you and I are in an online relationship.
No, we are not on an online relationship. No, we are not. Never have been.
Yeah, why don't you answer my...
Oh, Mike, why don't you sort this shit out? He is accusing me of having an online relationship with him. It's distressing me. All right? I've never been with him. No, I'm not accusing him. He's accusing me of being in a relationship with him.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
You are.
We're in an online relationship.
No, we are not on an online relationship. No.
Stop shouting.
So, oh, right, we got these people that lie. Oh, we got these people that lie. No, Colin paid £100 the other day, and I got a load of food for them. So, fuck you. Oh, shut up, Topo. Do you know what? Shut up, Mike. Do you know what, Mike? Shut up. Leave me alone in my life. Mike! I said, leave me alone in my life, Mike.
I'm leaving you alone, Gert.
Then shut the fuck up as to who I know. Shut the fuck up as to who I know then.
Why are you so angry, Gert?
Mike, stop mentioning people I know.
You also don't like denying that me and Gert are in an online relationship.
No, we are not on an online relationship. No.
I need to take the babies away from this situation.
Fuck off, fuck off.
Right, we're going to have a call in a minute. The captain's going to have a call. Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
He's still fucking here. No, do you know what? He spent £100 on the babies recently.
Yes, but that's nonsense money.
Shut up.
By babies, she means cats. I probably should point that out. Not actual children, but cats.
Shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
I love you, dear.
No, you're harassment. Harassment. Harassment.
He is good, isn't he?
No, I am not, thankfully. I'm single.
Yes, we are.
No,
Stop
proudly.
telling
I'm single, thank you.
You're not single.
Yes, I am.
Stop telling people that. You better not be cheating on me.
Why am I having to suffer this bullshit?
Colin said that.
I shouldn't have to suffer nothing. I'm not a nonce. I've done nothing. Take me as I am. Ignore everyone else around me. That's in my life. Leave me alone otherwise.
Yeah, shut up.
You shut up. Get some better trainers and a better car.
All right, so this next video that we'll use to close things out comes from a 2020 panel that Rick Berry, another UK person that we'll look at later, and Emo Howlingwolf are dealing with trolls. They're not dealing with them in a healthy manner, but they're dealing with them nonetheless. Let me grab that link right fast. Where's that? All right, I think I got it here. Where are we at? Perfect. Okay. So here we go. Drop this in. We'll let this play in real, and we'll let this play in glorious 1 speed.
Well, you can come on my panel.
No, he's not using a voice changer, faggot. Yeah, and bam.
Snowflake needs to stop making videos of my brother.
Yeah, see, that ain't Jay. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie.
Yeah, he was
good. Murder Moto Turtle, because anybody who would use a dead man's name in fucking vain should be fucking shot and murdered. How would you like me to use a dead name of somebody you like and run all over the fucking internet with it? Huh? How would you like that, faggot? How would you like that, you flaming fucking faggot?
Emo, I know you're watching, and I'm co-owner of your channel.
No, you're not, faggot! You're a phony and you're a fake, faggot!
Emo, calm down.
Just like Andrew needs to be shot and murdered!
Emo!
My fucking opinion, he needs to die! And I'm gonna come to Oklahoma real soon and do it!
Emo, please don't.
Damn, I need to eat dinner. I don't think I've even eaten yet. Just thought about that.
Yeah, one hot girl. You ain't no hot girl. You're a fucking slob. You're a fat fucking slob. You ain't no fucking hot girl.
Everyone subscribe, please.
It's coming.
We'll never fucking stop. They'll never fucking stop.
Do you want me to end it and then call you?
No, don't give him the satisfaction.
Okay.
Andrew's that's a fucking loser. He'll always be a fucking loser. He has no right to use my Howling Wolf name that I started in Google Hangouts in 2014.
Wow.
Well, you know what, Swammy? You're another one that needs your fucking brains bashed out. You're another one that deserves
God
death.
damn! Asymmetrical warfare in the house.
Hey, Hampshire.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. What's going on? What now?
We're having a conversation.
No, I started it, guess who? I started it. It was mine first. Go fuck yourself, guess who?
Drama.
Yeah, I think we're having drama in here tonight.
Was it still over that guy that flashed his penis at an old lady?
Yep.
Oh no.
No, it's about other stuff now.
Oh shit.
That's who we got on the panel.
Oh. Whoops. How you been, Rick?
I'm fine. I had a couple of weeks off. It was nice.
You get up to much?
Me and Carl are not together anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine.
What happened? You just fell apart?
Yeah.
Okay, these things happen. You still
Yeah.
staying friends or just?
No.
Okay. That's life, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did it end on
my subscribers going up?
I moved it to another platform, you fucking faggot by the name of Swammy. I moved it to another platform. I still own the name. Faggot.
Jesus.
Say Murder Turtle again because they know they're pissing me off using the dead guy's name.
Who's dead?
Murder Turtle is a guy that died 2 years ago, and they're using a dead person's name.
That's a bit deep.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Motor Turtle Hollywood Wolf is blocked. Wow, I got 33 people in here.
Mental, innit?
Yeah.
Rick is back. The best end.
Yes, I am back, bitches!
He's back and we're ready. Oh, man. What have you done then with yourself?
I'll say this. You should in no way feel sorry for Rick Productions. And soon on an upcoming stream, we will show you all of why.
What have you been doing?
I got a new washing machine.
A new one? Again?
Salty, don't make me come down to your fucking street. Do you need me to dox you again, Salty? I'll fucking dox you again right now, you fucking asshole.
But what happened when you doxed him in the first place? Nothing, right? So what's the point? You know what I mean? There's no point Rick's stream getting banned for you doxing someone that ain't gonna do anything.
Faggots, fuck up.
He's gone.
Oh, okay, that was the last one. Let's see here. Let's talk.
Everybody. This is the one and only.
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, so what I think we'll do, like I mentioned in the chat, is now, and by the end of next week, we will do a stream dedicated exclusively to Emo Howling Wolf. I will schedule that ahead of time, just so people can add the reservation if they want to. I've been meaning to do that. I know that I do a lot of pop-up streams, and I really appreciate folks coming out as they happen. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, hearing this emo bit and then hearing folks in the chat talk about them tonight, it's kind of got me fired up to do a little Howling Wolf coverage again. So be on the lookout for that. Now let me go through the chat here. Give a shout out to everybody that came through. Kristen Hamill 70, thank you again for being here. I always enjoy having you. Appreciate the support. Guido 9703, same from you. It's good to see you. Mr. Punish Rowdy Boomer, always in the house, man. My good buddy. Thanks for coming by. Same to Mr. Light Brown Recluse. I would suggest you check out his streams as well. They're really good. Thanks for coming in, man. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later at the spot. Moon Knight 1985. Thanks for coming by, man. You are going to get your wish. We are doing an emo-only stream next go around. To Marin, who had to sign off and get us some sleep. Thanks for coming by, dude. I appreciate it. I will chat with you again soon. Cousin Matt and Mr. Von Beardo, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all stopping by and saying hello. It's good to see you as well. So, yeah, I keep also saying that I'm going to put a longer-term streaming schedule together. It's still something I'd like to do. I actually need to sit down and actually hammer it out. What I normally do to prepare for a stream is about 3 or 4 days prior. I'll go through the videos related to the subject that's involved and find the ones that are of most interest and, kind of get them queued up in their own playlist. I'd also like to do another one about the Wiseman's Committee, the group that featured Greg's Beer Review, Yellow Groove, and Todd. But the focus will be on the emo stream coming up. So I think that's what we'll do. Give me a moment here. I want to kick up some music. I'll let a couple of tracks kind of play us out here. Let's see. Switch account. And yeah, we will go from there. So be on the lookout for the invite for the upcoming stream with Emo there. Sorry, I'm doing too many things at once. All right, so that's what we'll do. We're going to play a couple songs to take us out. And when we're done, I'll give a last goodbye to everybody. And thank you again for coming out. So please enjoy these tunes. And the last goodbye is coming up shortly. Well,
yeah. Consider me a kung fu master then, epitome of grace and fluidity. Finna be Alpine spring water, my drool will entertain stupidity. Or live in Wonderland, shorty you don't understand, you too jittery, literally. People who dithered went out pitifully when panic hindered their ability to think critically. Which leg goes after which is something you don't ask the centipede. The only king is utility, you feel me?
Let's make a deal. Negotiate and fluctuate the race, choose your fate as we procreate, submerged in this mad world, searching for the next zone. After championships like Drew Bledsoe, sign the check, make the payment. Got numbers dancing around the paper like exotic entertainment. Some things that never change, ain't it? I guess I gotta manage all the damages, let's make arrangements.
Let's make a deal. Can you keep yourself strong? If I don't keep myself real, I'ma get myself killed. Will you keep yourself calm? Let's make a deal. Is you gonna keep yourself wise? If I keep myself real, I'ma get myself killed. Will you keep yourself wise?
Promise my dog I will not fall apart. Still be ordering tongue sliders from Glock a la carte. To boys too brolic smart. See him sitting there with his pop collar dropping top dollar art. Funny you learn more from the homies depart. At the heart of the matter, it's a matter of heart. Enough savages, wolves and sharks. Я музыку выпустил, и мальчик укусил мой стил, он дебил.
I got wounds that'll never heal smooth if we ever build. Dumb conglomerate, common sense acknowledgement. Got no tolerance for time wasting parliament. Hop the train of thought, now I'm on track. They try to stab you in the back by way of a contract. Difference between connects and just having a contact. Difference between a rookie and vet, I'm all that.
Let's make a deal. Can you keep yourself strong? If I don't keep myself real, I'ma get myself killed. Will you keep yourself calm? Let's make a deal. Is you gon' keep yourself wise? If I keep myself real, I'ma get myself healed. Will you keep yourself right? Will you?
Slide like Nickelodeon on the Vizio pandemonium, looking like the POTUS on the podium. Mama found my stash and I told her it was sodium. Back when it was 2 for 15, they ain't know me then. Back when it was Nike boots and Biggies, they ain't know me then. Back when I was filling up tubes like fallopians. Back when I was blacking out, the packages was backing in. Had to circle back, they tried to show me like Napoleon. Feeling so relaxed, I got it back and I'm controlling it. Drive around the map, they super taxing for petroleum. Life's a roller coaster, got my ticket, about to go again.
Back when I was filling up the bags like the cashier. It was dope cash, it wasn't rap, I had to persevere. Stash a little work in a purse, the fiends thirst for gear. Leveled up the tier, we in Paris, the coke cashmere. Still spending money from last year. Go hard cause my pad ain't have no dad there. Fuck it, I still turn my dreams to dollar bills for real. See my face on the screen, $1,000 jeans. Proud of a lot of opportunities for me to be everything I wanna be. Grateful. My Louis skates could have been state boots, unstable. Found my way, I'm able to make do. Blocked out all the distractions and made a breakthrough. If you bout that action, ain't no telling where it take you. Took me all over the globe. I was just on the road with the load. God had a hold of my soul. I was fighting with the devil on hard mode. Power in my hand, you couldn't scan my barcode. I'm different.
Back when it was 2 for 15, ain't no. Back when I was bred to shit in tech, this the Geek Squad. Union with a square, cracking codes with a key card. 64 gigs in my satchel, I was Steve Jobs. New 990s, Mac 10 like T-bars. I was chasing waterfalls, pain in my left eye. Dummies in my Uggs, how I made it out of Best Buy. Nights on them blogs and my days watching lead fly. Crafting up them blues, then I'm hopping on a red eye. Crack with a bottle, jumped out in Waddy. Tales of the ex, seen a soul leave his body. Seen a young nigga trade a chop for a shotty. Always in the shites, hit a hood, Mac homie. Nights got me paranoid, stuck on the carousel. They don't want the fashion, they just wanna hear the battle tales. Like that night that my po jam, devil wanna slow dance. American expression of a 50 for the program. Back when it was 2 for 15, they ain't know me then. Back when it was Nike boots and Biggies, they ain't know me then. Back when I was filling up tubes like fallopians. Back when I was blacking out, the packages was backing in. Had to circle back, they tried to show me like Napoleon. Feeling so relaxed, I got it back and I'm controlling it. Drive around the map, they super taxing for petroleum. Life's a roller coaster, got my ticket, about to go again.
That's going to do it for number 152. This again is Hum Along If You Can't Sing Along. We will see y'all again shortly. Everybody take care, stay safe, and always make time to do a little